And welcome back, everybody, to Updraft, brought to you by KJC eSports. $100 winner takes all prize for all of these teams. These 8 teams that are gonna go to the grand finals until Thursday. I'm gonna be your caster today. I'm Dash, and I'm here with L. L, how are you doing today?
Just very excited, Dash. This is my first time at KJC, and I've seen a lot of big names. I know who these big names are, and just ready to go at it.
Yeah, and this is just a lot of things to all together. But before we go into it, we'd just like to say that we've gotten a little upgrade from your last year KJC scrim. If you remember the last year's KJC scrim, but now we have a lot more. And as we said, we had $100 prize pool for now. Don't forget to check out our socials as well. We have Twitter, FB, Insta, Discord, our very own website to stay updated with the Valorant scene in SEA and more. We also have a special thanks to our co-organizer Cyberport as well. This event wouldn't have been made possible without them. Cyberport is a creative digital community with a cluster of technology and digital content tenants. But tell me about Vertigear here, L.
Yeah, Vergear is our official gaming chair sponsor. If you want to go sit down the whole day anyway, well then just take Vertigear. You're gonna get yourself a comfy, high density foam coffee ground fiber with smooth, soft glide casters. Comfort design Vergear. Not to mention the upgradable RGB kits that we have. You just can't get yourself a glow up. You're gonna have a good share as well.
I mean, yeah, we had a glow up today, right, L? But
Yeah.
but before that, Week 4 Coda Shop is also giving away $200 worth of VP and one vertical gaming share for people in Singapore. No, never mind. Not only on Singapore, sorry, and also on Brunei and Vietnam. Gaming share for people right there. And also they can use the coupon code KJCSS on the Vertigo SG online store to get 10% off. And last but not the least, if you're a free agent and you want people to know that you are a free agent, whatever you be, you may be back end, maybe front end, maybe casters, players, whatever, check out gg.kjc.kjcesports.com, sorry, or just type in the Discord exclamation point GGKJC Esports. And let's take a look at this our match one right now, L. Right now, our match would be between Oblivion Force and SV, and also we're gonna have it on Ascent. So what can you tell me about Ascent?
Well, big names gonna come out right now. Oblivion Force, they have been a VCT team in the region of Taiwan and Hong Kong, and they have been going at it very, very strongly. We have a few names retained from the recent challenges we had here at APAC, and with this kind of lineup, with this kind of caliber that you're gonna get, it's almost scary for SV Empire. I mean, not considering that they have had a lot of roster changes with the new one right
Yeah,
off this bat for this competition. It's going to
yeah,
be a bit sketchy in terms of SV Empire trying to fight back, but hey man, it's Ascent. It's a map
yeah.
wherein strategy will count in. It doesn't really matter if you have that experience. You have
Yeah.
strategies, you can go show them. SV Empire might just take it, but for me, it's Oblivion 4.
Yeah, it's still whatever happens right now in this game. And
Yeah.
the Ascent is a map in where you really need to use a lot of your utilities. Most of the time, most of the agents right here are kind of telegraphed. You're gonna see a Killjoy, you're
Yeah.
gonna see a KO with Sova, then one of those, one of the duelists right there onto the side, especially the Jet. Yeah, Jet has still been quite quite a great pick right now for the game, and it's not gonna disappear anytime soon.
Yeah, it's not gonna disappear anytime soon, especially with that operator on the jet. Yes, we have a chamber, but
Hmm.
if you, it really depends on the team that you want to go up against, and it really depends on the composition you want to run. If you are gonna run a chamber, well then you're gonna run into a KO on the opposite side, and that
Yeah.
0 point will just knock off your rendezvous, your tripwires, and you're not gonna have a good fun with that headhunter and that tour de force as well. So the safe choice here is go with the jet, Sova, KO, and for the controllers, with that recent mix-up, we're gonna see a bit of a different approach, especially with Astra nerfed. So Omen it is for Lost Boy.
Yeah, I mean, Astra has been nerfed to the ground. That's why we're not going to be seeing her as much as we've seen her before. I mean,
Choose your
EU has been
agent.
playing, EMEA has been playing it again because EMEA's personality, they really do love their utilities every time. But most of the time, on almost every region right now, they have been defaulting back to the Omen. If Brimstone is okay to the map, they go for that just because of the longer smokes and also with the steam beacon help. But now Omen has been the default. Paranoias all around has been pretty effective, and also the shrouded step changes have been pretty great, and it's working so far for these teams. And now, looking at it right now, L, we do have the same lineup on both sides, so it's no difference right here.
Yeah, no difference really. It just comes down to the strategies, Dash. If you're
Yeah.
going to go up against a mirror, well, then you better bring up something better than them. You better bring up something better in terms of the cook up, in terms of the strategies. Right now, though, a bit of a early I say default when I see this Jet on mid. Oblivion Force, they want to run this duelist on mid on the start of the pistol round. I like that because they're just going to have Jet easily dash away when she finds someone on top of mid and on tiles possibly, but we're yet to see. This is a mirror matchup indeed,
Yeah.
and possibly anything can happen.
Yeah, anything could really happen, especially that the defaults right here have been actually stated. Looking at how the state of the match right now, they've been forced
Deploying
really
drone.
up and around. They know that they're gonna call the rotations already because of that 0 point onto the side.
Enemy tank.
Now going towards the side, the Aldron has been called, and they're really pushing their boundaries right here.
Yeah, a bit quite fast of an aggression take here for the side of Oblivion Force. No one's gonna go down. That's going to be the recon bot, and the side spike gonna be planted as well. And while we're going to be starting off this pistol round, it's already a 5v5 retake scenario and a post plant as well for Oblivion Force. But that's no man already with the first kill.
Yeah, no man gets the flank, gets the kill, and now going forward with the flash, going to the side. Flash drive has been used, and now they got the kill already. They're pushing forward. Hell isn't clear yet, and now they're taking down to the 1v1s on the Jets, and that's a kill already onto no man. OF, Oblivion Force gets the first round.
OF with that first clean flank coming in from no man. You don't really expect that from the Jet. And going back to what I said earlier, when you put that Jet in mid, in pizza, at the start of this round, or in early rounds basically, you can just let her get away with a dash. But nothing happened in mid, nothing happened in B. That's gonna let no man go roam in mid freely. And just so you know, you're going to see a flank from a Jet. Not really the style a duelist will go for, but it's the first round. It's gonna net them 3 kills in the first round as well. We're gonna see quite a hefty buy from no one, but not just gonna default to the Marshall.
Yeah, going forward right now for the game. Going for the Spectres. They're gonna go forward.
Force
SBM
buy.
wants to go for this. They have the buys right now on their side. They got the kill already onto one, and they're just gonna push themselves. And now they open up the side. They're gonna take it. Nobody's gonna peek. No man was able to peek, but he falls down. And now that is the buy, the force buy, working in favor of SB Empire.
Yeah, it took them by the minute there to actually realize that this is a force buy, and it's all left to Chime and Q to just try to clutch it up. They have guns, but it's as the same on the opposite. It's going to be very, very hard 2v5 situation. And with Ralph here on the flank here in mid, KJ's down, that alarm bot will not pop, and he's just gonna catch one. Chime is gonna go down,
Oh my.
all left Q.
Yeah, no answers whatsoever. They have the guns, and now they're gonna go down. They got the kill, but not enough. That is just one. And the surprise factor that SB Empire used for themselves has been quite effective during this round. And now they're the ones who are happy. Third round will be Oblivion Force forced to an eco. And we're waiting for the third round where it's telegraphed that they're gonna both have guns. But now it's just defaults right here. But now they're going to the A side. Looking at this L, we do have... Oh no, they're at the other side, so this is not gonna be good for Oblivion
no.
Force.
Yeah, it's a bit weird for SB Empire. They know that they are a new team. They know that Oblivion Force is well established. And they know that these guys do the research. That's why they're gonna do something tricky. They went for the force buy. They went for this sweet hit again onto the B side, and Oblivion Force, they just didn't know what hit him. Right now, they are on an eco and they were stacking up on A just to get that man advantage if it ever comes there. But no, it's going to be the B side. The plant is gonna come in, and here comes the rest of Oblivion Force from the flank trying to go in.
Oh, Oblivion Force at least was able to get the one, and now that opens up the side for themselves. And at least now they have some space to go in, but everybody's already on side, so it's not going to be easy for them to do, especially with the short-range guns that they have. They only have Frenzy, so Igran gets one, and now it's going to be the follow-up. Good headshot on Q, and now they're going to go into the side. It's able to get the kill, not going to be able to get the flashes right in, and Blixers gets two, and that's going to be the last one right there. SB Empire takes another round.
Yeah, good damage though by the side of Oblivion Force. They went in very, very blind into that strategy of in the third round, but it's an eco. That's the best they can do. They took down 3 members, and they're gonna force a bit of damage on the economy of SB Empire, and that's good for them. That's a win for them in their books. 1-2 is the score in terms of rounds, and right now, no man already on that big gun. The operator will be brought out here. And let's see how SB Empire on their attacking can answer this one out.
Yeah, answers it back. Now, Oblivion Force doesn't want to get this, especially when they have the operator onto Nomad. Here's Nomad's land right now in mid and nobody's there. SB Empire has just been pushing onto the sites, not going for default just yet. And they're slowing down the pace right now. Good thing that they have the mollies for themselves, just for them to get the much a better advantage here. But SB Empire, they're just thinking if they're going to push onto the site.
I like this one-way smoke coming from Kyu. That forces a lot from the side of SB Empire. You can see that they forced out the lockdown, and when this smoke dissipates, he has one more Kyu. Actually has the timing on the smokes. Here comes the entry from the side of SB Empire. No one's gonna go down yet, and once they clear the site, they're just gonna go try to get the shock darts in place. That's going to be the operator heard and known, but no one's going down just yet. Knife's gonna come in though.
Oh,
right
no.
now, SB is just really prepared.
Yeah, Noman does have the Blade Storm a while ago, but because of the 0 point, he doesn't have it anymore. He's waiting for the right timing. Now he does have it again. Gonna run towards them, gonna be able to get the kill, but oh no. They still got a 1-for-1 trade, and they're following it up with another. Furious Meow doesn't want to go to hell, but no, there's a lot of people up the tree, and they're taking them all down. The last one, SV Empire takes them down again.
Yeah, nice strategy from the side of Oblivion Force, but just not quite enough. SV Empire, once they forced out the utility, they were just biding their time. They went with the Killjoy lockdown, they forced their way into the site, and Oblivion Force, they just played it slow. They wanted to go for the 5v5 retake. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. You can see that Kyu's paranoia earlier was a bit early than the expected hit on the retake, but just small miscommunication maybe for the side of OF. Not really quite devastating yet. It's only 4 rounds, they can still come back from this, but this is a lead. Unexpected from the side of SB.
All commanded at 0 points. They don't have the dashes yet. They're gonna wait for the right timing, but they know everybody's still here on B side. Rotations have been called. On the side of Oblivion Force, they're just gonna wait for the push onto the Aljo. They got the flash in, and now they're gonna go to the side, and now they're gonna follow through. OF just got 2 kills right there with the surprise factor. They got them all, and now they take a thrifty round against the members of SB Empire.
Experience coming right through from the side of Oblivion Force. They did not know what hit them. It feels like these two teams are just checking their cards, you know. It's like they're playing cards and they're just showing the least that they can. And right now, Oblivion Force, they went with that sneaky double hit with that eco, forcing the guns as well from the side of SB. And right now, SV, they need to think. These guys are VCT level. These guys are internationally trained and internationally experienced. What can we do to try to get back at them? We can force them. We can show them a bit of our aggression. We can be quite unreadable to them. But right now, only Oblivion Force, they have their number. And with this momentum shift, with equal guns except that of Furious Meow, it's going to be very, very tense.
Something to note, 5 rounds. They all went for rushes on the side of SB Empire. It has worked, and that's the reason why they did it for like, what, 5 rounds? And now, on the next round, they went in for the default just for them to go for the surprise against Oblivion Force because they know they can't push their luck again and again. Now they go for the default, try to take some kills for themselves, try to take some space. This is what's hard about Ascent. It's easier to go for the defense, so Oblivion Force just needs to hold their ground, get the kills, especially that there's an Aljo onto the site already waiting for it. Now, with this, that just called off the push onto A side.
Bit slow for the side of SV. They are trying to temper this storm of Oblivion Force, and they have made the right call. Not TM1 has already made way on Pizza. They're gonna put down the dark cover just to cover their entry to the site. Here comes the market, and here comes the rest of the crew from the side of SV trying to go into the B side. Fortunately though, for the side of Oblivion Force, they have people in the site ready to fight back. But I don't know if that's just enough. They're gonna get the first kill SB, and they're gonna be looking for more.
Got the site. Birdhouse is now cleared out. They do have the site open for themselves. Q gets one more. And now they're gonna follow through the headshots from Ralph. Will be able to follow through. Lost Boy doesn't have the time and gets killed. And now this might be it. Ralph won't be able to get this. Oblivion Force is just gonna follow through with the kill. That's the last one. Great crossfire for themselves.
Yeah, and now they know SV. They went play the default. They cannot win it. They cannot play slow against this team of Oblivion Force, and that round was just the proof. Nice hold coming in from Oblivion Force on the B site. They had both house. They had the site as well, and when SV Empire tried to go in, they had just been met with answers upon answers, and with no man on that flank as well. there's just layers on top of layers for this strategy of Oblivion Force. SV, they need to put out their strategies right now. They have a buy and they have now TM1 on the Bladestorm. They can prove to find something here, but it's going to be hard, especially if they lose this round. They're going to be forced on an eco.
Yeah, and with this, SV Empire just needs to show their teeth, show their skills. Right now during this round, we can really slow it down for themselves, for them to get the default kills, especially that they do have the Bladestorm. They can really put themselves out there. Just with one headshot, they can get all the advantages. Now the alarm bot has been put out. B side do have the Aldrone. They're gonna be seeing one member right there. Run away. Mid has been taken over. So it's hard for them to get vision onto mid because there's smokes coming out. No info whatsoever on the side of SB Empire. Looking at it, A side would be the apple of their eye.
Yeah, and slowly but surely they want to make sure that they can find information. Dart's gonna come through, and KU is gonna put out that paranoia. He has answers, and he almost gets tagged, but no man finds something out of this A long push. He's going to get into the side, but Jimei is right here. Team1 will find him though, and there's the answer from No Man. A 3v3 right off the bat. KU is gonna get one, but traded right off with the other Omen. Is 2v2 at the end of the day. 30 seconds left, and right now they're gonna be forced to pop that lockdown.
Lockdown comes out. Igran would be able to get the surprise, but Furious Meow gets himself cat right there, found his prey. They got the kill. Oblivion Force takes one round again, making this a 4G, gets the advantage against them.
Nice hold from the side of OF. They knew that this slow playstyle from SV is going to be a surprise attack at the end, and the surprise attack was just met with counters. No Man, with that A lobby hold, manages to get the A long player for the side of SV, and with one more, they haven't really cleared him, and that's going to be the answer that they have found. OF, they have these layers, if you can notice, Dash, and these layers are a bit hard for SV to break because so far their strategy, from what I can see, is just try to go slow and then try to rush at the end of the round, or at least when there's a few seconds left. And so far it's not been working. The rush has also not been working. Right now you're gonna have to ask them what are the answers towards this defense of Oblivion Force.
Yeah, they have been going for defaults since a while ago, trying to slow it down, get some defaults, get some kills, but it's a good thing that Oblivion Force is not getting baited. They always try to just hold out until they can before they go in. And that is what's great about this team, because with the experience that they have, especially that the map is Ascent, all love this. SEA players love Ascent so much. So they really do know how to answer back, especially with the experience that Oblivion Force has. SV Empire, with this new team, they still need to find their groove right now.
Yeah, the groove has been slow, but here comes the recon, here comes the paranoia as well as Hunter's Fury. They want to go commit on this site. There's Hypator on his own. Hunter's Fury gonna find one, and No Man just going to be in no man's land. Finds a double kill. Igran here on mid is left alone as well as Elixirs, and seems like it's going to be a flawless round. Oblivion Force, they have found the answers to SV Empire.
Yeah, they always get the defense on their side. They can't even go out. Now SV Empire needs to go for the timeout, because right now they do really need this timeout. They need this timing right there for themselves, because it hasn't been working. Nothing has been working so far. They're forcing an eco again, and they really need to find that group before it's lost. Because right now, on the KJC Updraft, especially onto the quarterfinals, we do have only one round for each member. It's best of ones altogether, so they do need to get their places out there. Oblivion Force knows the answer, especially on the defense. They have been answering back every problem that SB Empire imposes. Oblivion Force knows. They don't even need to skip any problem. They always find a solution.
Yeah, and it seems like this is the first round SV Empire is going to be forced on an eco, if I remember correctly. They have been going at it with bio rounds, Dash. And with these bio rounds in place, they still can't find an answer, much less this eco. And that speaks to how knowledgeable Oblivion Force is on this map. SV Empire, with this new lineup, I can't really say much, but for the previous ones, they know the answers to this. But right now, it seems like this new lineup is still trying to test their waters, still trying to test how far they can run, how far or how deep can they go into this international territory that Oblivion Force is well versed at. And it seems like with this eco and with this timeout, they need to compose themselves. They need to find the answers. After this eco, you might actually see it, but who knows, maybe they get one.
Yeah, it's 0 point onto No Man, but they don't have anything on their hands, so they don't need to be afraid on the side of Oblivion Force. No Man is really in a great position since a while ago. He needs a flash drive if they want to win against him. They got the kill on 1. They're gonna follow up with 2. What does that Tailwind? Wasn't able to get the kill, and now they don't have any more bullets onto them. The shot dart put it in, and the right click from No Man gets it again. And Oblivion Force answers back. No solutions right there. Still for the side of SB Empire.
No solutions whatsoever, Dash, for No Man at bottom mid. They even pinged it. They even know where he is, and they just threw their bodies. They just threw whatever they can. It's an eco, of course, and in an eco, you need to check your corners. That's what SB Empire has not been doing in the past few rounds. Yes, they are doing their due diligence in these defaults, but it's not quite enough. It's going to be Oblivion Force checking every single spot that they can use and basically just cheese the way from SB Empire, but No Man's as this operator is going to be finding one. No dash, but still gets out alive. Might go for the repeat.
Yeah.
Seems like
You should
we're
run.
gonna answer him back with this lockdown.
Right here.
Lockdown, push him back out of the way, then gets this smoke on their side. But they do have the shock darts on their hands, though, to take that down. Good timing and good placement. That is going to be one shock dart down,
Ooh.
and the lockdown is destroyed. Got the kill onto the smoke, and Furious Meow gets one more with the molly. Follow up with 1, and they're not going to be able to go into the site just
Spike
yet.
down,
So this is
B.
Agren left alone in a 3v1. Does get the flash in. Negren, last person standing. Paranoia comes out nearsighted. Doesn't have anyone here just yet onto the site. He his last stand. He needs to go for a 3v1. It's still possible though. It's just a fortress. He does have greater positioning. He follows through. Doesn't have the spike on his hand. So if he goes in, oh no, he's gonna get killed. And Oblivion Force gets another round.
Yeah, that's going to be very, very hard for SV because of that eco, of that weird eco coming in from side SV with No Man coming on top at the 3K. They went into this buy round with an idea. They want to go to the B site. They want to use that lockdown to get to the site. But what they didn't know was No Man. They remember him having that rifle on the previous round on their eco. And they don't expect him to be having this operator right off the bat after the next round. So it's a bit hard to read, basically, for SV Empire, but they still went with the plan, they still went with what they had in mind. That tactical pause is not showing any signs of life for this SV Empire team.
Plans in mind. Hope they would mind themselves right here for Oblivion Force, because so far SB Empire has been forced on another eco. This would be pretty much their last eco on this half. We're able to follow through. Flashes, Paranoias onto 3. Nobody's here to hold him out. But look at Q, he's on site. They do not know that he's
Ooh,
an
nice
A-main.
flank.
They go into the site right here, it would be great. So waiting for the retake, they're waiting for them to follow through. They got the site for themselves, and this is going to be a post-plant situation.
Yeah, they have an alarm bot for Kyu though, but I don't really know how SV Empire can manage, especially with the lesser guns. Marshals
What
and the
great
Spectre,
placement.
I mean, Sheriffs and a Spectre,
Oh!
but not the M! Gets one! Didn't quite know how he got that one, but here comes Kyu. They're gonna be getting these kills, SV Empire, how are you doing this? 2v5 and they're gonna be finding them all, a Thrifty and the Flawless at that dash. They're just pulling off all the tricks.
Great
Last
round
round
for
in the
SB
half.
Empire. They just placed themselves on the right timing, trades for themselves, and when they were all in hell, nobody could even pick them out. Even with the paranoia, even with the flashes, it doesn't matter. Gets the headshot with the sheriffs. They should have done this since a while ago. They should have went for ecos. These ecos have been working for themselves. The sheriffs are hitting their shots. So now SB Empire has more ground for themselves. What's a good thing here? Probably the silver lining for the side of Oblivion Force. It's not going to be a 9G. No 9G curse for Oblivion Force.
No, nothing of that sort, but that's quite unfortunate for Oblivion Force. They had the sandwich, they had the strategy to actually get this SV Empire team contained in that
timing.
site, but No Man will get a pick on B main. Quite aggressive, will pay off as well as Q. And it's these sidelines, these side lanes basically from the side of
What was
Oblivion Force getting everything in
my.
it with Q. How did he get that kill? He was jumping at that dash.
Yeah, he wasn't able to hit because of the timing of the jump there, and that's why Kyo was able to actually get it still with the arrangement of his crosshair placements right now. You have the spike on their hands, and look at that Furious Meow gets one kill, but he does have the resurrection still. Operator, Rolf knows that. Oh no, he's just gonna get taken down. That's a kill again. Oblivion Force gets this on the 8-4 onto the first half.
Yeah,
Switching
so far
sides.
everyone in Oblivion Forest has been showing up. She may not quite what you want to see, especially with the KO, but he has been popping off in terms of assists. SV, though, it seems like it's also a team effort, but it's not quite enough. It seems that there is a level where SV Empire is at, and Oblivion Force, they're just 2 steps, 3 steps ahead of that level, wherein you can see in this half, in the second half, that we have an 8-4 half, and it's not quite what you want, especially SV, because Ascent, it's a topsy-turvy map. It's a map that can go either side, the defense, either side of the offense. Just really matters on how you play your utility and how you play your strategy. And with this mirror matchup that we're seeing from these teams, seems like Oblivion Force, they have the better number.
Yeah, so you're saying, right, Hell, it's just all comes down to how their gunplay works. And so far, Oblivion Force have been getting the shots in, getting the timings right, getting their utilities on the right places. But now we're on the defense side. That changes a lot of things. SV Empire needs to put out something different, need to use their aggression. We have seen them pretty aggressive since a while ago. With the push onto A side, look at them. They're all on tree.
Look at 3.
They're waiting for the right time. Paranoia onto the side. Now they go in. Oh no, he has hit her teammate. Can't even get Tailwind onto the side. And now that is a problem. They can even get close. Now they're going to get taken down. The last person standing, Chime. That was all because of that one failed Tailwind. That's why they weren't able to get the space for themselves.
Make sure that when you want your duelist to get space, give him space. That dash, a bit unfortunate that they were not able to get that space, but it's just going to be conversions. Shime will find one, and he will make this workable. Has that knife, and he will throw it out. Finds one, but it's going to be hard. Doesn't really find his shots. Igran will clean that up easily. And seems like this is the sign of life, the defense for SV Empire. Yes, it's the pistol round, but it's a good start. It's a good start.
Could have been great, though, because he had the info against Egren onto tree. He knows where both of them are, but he wasn't just able to get the shots, which was unfortunate. But as the Empire now takes back, this is really what you want if you want to come back from a match like this. You need to get the pistol rounds for yourselves so that you can push to the advantage. It would rather snowball or not in your favor, because the 4th round is when everything does change, especially on the second half. Now with the momentum in their favor, SV Empire might change things up.
Yeah, and you can see the difference in the disciplines of these teams. OF, they do not go for this force buy on the second round. They know better, and they know that they're not going to be falling into a trap by SV. They're just going to bide their time. They have the lead so far. They want to keep the lead, and Lost Boy, just off the bat, kills Snowman. Duelist not finding his shots right now. Yes, it's an eco, but he is still a crucial piece in this eco. We're going to try to go for this ace site. She made the one at the head of the spear. Right now, we're just waiting if this eco might just pull off. OF just biding their time.
Yeah, here's Mal onto B side. Let's get the shot in, but Egren gets more. So that is really unfortunate for the side of Oblivion Force. They don't have their jet right now. So with this, they do just need to get more of themselves onto the side rather than having the easiness or the comfort of having the tailwind on your side. But without that, it would be harder for them to get in. Now, don't have info on where Oblivion Force is. They just do know that they were on A side a while ago. And now Q gets some info for them to go to B side.
Yeah, that knife is going to be the factor where they will go. Recon will tag them up, making sure that it is going to be a B take. But Blixers just off this mid-tiles position will get KU. No more smokes to go in. 2 members left, and they're just trying to buy their time. It seems like they want to get some picks here, but they're not going to be able to. Not TM1 will get that Marshall kill, flawless from the side of SV, and they're gonna keep every single gun, gonna keep every single possible utility as well that they haven't used, and stock up on their credits.
I thought they're gonna follow up with more, but it's a good thing that they were able to survive for just a bit. There you go. Right now, SV Empire does need to just do this. Whatever works, works. And so far, they have been getting a lot of rounds without anyone dying, so they're not losing a lot on their eco. Right now, Oblivion Force has been pretty great. They have been getting a lot of their kills so far, but with now, 3rd round in, this is where it's telegraphed that they would be able to win. And SV Empire does have the Spectres, but what's great about the defense, it doesn't matter if you have long range guns or short range guns, because right here they're just gonna position themselves well. This is what's great about the defense, because you can dictate on where the fight is gonna happen if they go into the site. And that's the reason why right now SV Empire can still snowball this in their favor.
Yeah, especially that if they are able to actually get a lot of damage on the economy, take a lot of those rifles away from Oblivion Force in this round, they can actually pull off ahead. They can force an eco on the 4th round here in the second half and just capitalize on the damage that they have done here on the bonus. Yes, they can still go for the win here, but very, very unlikely, knowing that Oblivion Force is an aim-heavy team. They are known to be top aimers, especially in this rank, and it's not going to be an easy task, but as the Empire, they know that they can do this, and with their economy just stacking up, it's not really a risk per se to go for these cheeky kills, go for these weird picks, especially on the bonus round. They have money to work with next round, and just take the damage, basically. Give them damage.
Yeah. Take them all, get the damage, and probably get the win for yourselves later on. But as the Empire, yeah, as we said a while ago, they do have only Spectres on their hands, so I hope they would be able to get it. I like that, even though we said a while ago that this is a newly formed team. So with this new roster, so far has been been quite effective, because fighting against a well-experienced team right here this close, you can still say that they can and will thrive with just more experience as a team. But Oblivion Force, we all know the experience that they have. They can and will be able to dominate us if they want to. It's just that right now, the timing is just not right for themselves.
Yeah, you can call it quite a bit of a honeymoon phase here, Dash,
Yeah.
because it's going to be a good... if you look at it right now with no context, Oblivion Force and SV Empire 8-6, it's a close match. But if you give the context that Oblivion Force, they have been a well-experienced team internationally, and SV Empire, they have just re-rostered this team into what it is right now, it seems like it's not what you would expect from Oblivion Force. You would expect it to be a bit cleaner, you would expect it to be a bit more clinical, but it's just SV Empire playing to their level. It's not quite Oblivion Force making the mistakes, it's just SV Empire. They can go toe-to-toe, but it's going to be this level, this round that we need to watch. It's the bonus, and it seems like, oh, Oblivion Force Jimmy, that's quite unfortunate. They're gonna go for the entry though, and they're still gonna run over SV Empire.
Wow, SV Empire got those kills, and now the command has been put out. Oblivion Force is already on site, and slowly but surely Rolf will try to get it with the Spectre on his hands, but it's a good thing No Man was able to get out. Aljo getting put out just for them to get some edge. And now Chimay with the long range guns, as we said. Oblivion Force gets the advantage right there. Not yet.
Winnable.
Able to get one more. Just have the Vandal on his hands. He just needs to get the surprise onto No Man, but the timing is just not right. No Man follows up, and wow, what a great crossfire, and he gets the kill. And the timing for himself.
Yeah, quite a winnable situation there for SV Empire. But the timings that No Man has had in this game is just... it's just good. It's just very, very precise. It's just where it needs to be. And SV Empire, they have been caught off by that timing quite a multiple times. And it's just gonna be their round right now. But fortunately though, for the side of SV Empire, they have forced the economy. They took down 3 rifles, and with this rebuy coming in, it seems like only Chimay and No Man, the only surviving members from the last round, are able to buy themselves a gun. If they lose this round, they're going to be having a hard economic time, especially with not TM1 on that operator, able to pick off a player instantly with this gun. They're going to do the damage, and with this equal buy round, it's quite hard for the side of Oblivion Force. And
Rolf got a kill. Surprising right now. Surprising that they got the kill right there. And now Oblivion Force down 1 man because of the peak that they did a while ago. With the surprise, especially with not TM1, especially he does have the operator on his hands. It would be easier for them to get kills. And losing No Man is a no-no for Oblivion Force. They just need to get another kill. They're going for the defaults anyway. They got 1 kill here. They have the surprise, but No Man gets it again, and not TM1 gets to 1 more, and that's the last one, making a 3v5 man advantage.
Yeah, No Man tried to go for the sneaky play, but that knife coming in from Blixers just stopped his approach. They know him, and he's going to be forced to go regroup with his team. Lost Boy is going to be repositioning as well. It's not team one with this operator up close and personal, but KU, how did he manage to get that kill? They will make this a 3v4. The Pike is going to be planted, but KU is very much not healthy. They're gonna have to do this 2.5 men. Try to go for the post plant, and they're just gonna have to buy time. But SB Empire, they're very much healthy, very much concerned about this round. They want to win it. They want to go for it.
Yeah, we can both going out. That comes in. No man falls down. KU is just one hit. Was able to get one more, but still 1v3. Still possible, but not TM1 gets the shot in. What a great way to start the round for SB Empire again. In the 4th round, they got the win.
Yeah, that's the economy going to hit Oblivion Force in this round, in this upcoming round. And let's see if they're actually gonna force it, because with this kind of economy, you're gonna expect that you have at least a hero buy, or at least somewhat of a buy. You can see it right now from No Man picking up a Vandal for himself, just be that hero rifle for his team. Chime as well with a Spectre, just balancing things out because of his utility. But hey, if No Man can find these flanks, if No Man can find these timings with that Vandal, and maybe just pick off that residing gun that he got down, maybe Oblivion Force, they can get this round, but it's not looking good, especially with SV online right now.
Now following through with it, look at this. Oh, wow. What a great way to put that down. Wow. Now it's great. Now he can't go in. Naughty M1 needs to think about it before he takes a shot. 30 HP. Now he's down super low. He needs to run away. The tailwind, that's a good thing. He's not as suppressed as he was a while ago. Now Oblivion Force goes into the side. They do have the vision, and they get the shock dart in. Gets another kill. And now they follow up with more. Oblivion Force now. We have Ingrid here. One left on the side. Nerman falls down. He might get more, and that's another one. Hypator gets another. Gets his weapon, gets his hammer in. But Blixers does know that someone is on mid, and they're losing a bit of time because of the presence of KU in mid.
Yeah, we were talking about the hero Vandal, and he was just gonna pick
Wait,
off
what?
the bow. What? A classic, a free gun. By the way, KU just makes use, makes work of it. Very top class aim, but I gotta go back to how Oblivion Force played that round out. That knife lineup from Chime, just wonderful. Manages to get Naughty M1 off guard, and that forces No Man to go on this confrontation. Gets the better of him, tags him down to 30 HP, and just with this teamwork that Oblivion Force has been showing, they managed to find some lucky shot, especially from Hypator with that shock dart and that random headshot. They managed to get everything that they need off that eco.
Yeah, Naughty M1 was suppressed. That's why he wasn't able to put the blades out. Naughty M1 now does have the blade storm again on his hands. They do get the flash. They need to run away. They don't have any guns, and they're pushing forward. Look at No Man gets in, gets the right click, and Oblivion Force takes another round. And this is just looking so great for them.
Masterclass in terms of utility. They expected this. They expected that the Blade Storm would be popped, especially in that kind of situation. They expected it also to be on A main. And what does Chime do? He pops that knife. He pops it just when the jet updrafts in front of them. And without knives to work with, that's just a flying jet. That's nothing to worry about. That's just a sitting duck, basically. Left alone, has the support of his teammates, not the M1, but with that kind of utility, with that kind of pressure made by Oblivion Force, they just took the round easy peasy.
Yeah, pulling forward, slowing it down. We do have the Recon Bolt. They know that everybody's on mid inside of SB Empire. So Oblivion Force is waiting for them to get the chance to get the info first. Slowly but surely, Oblivion Force is waiting for the chance to get onto A side. 3 people are there waiting. They do have a lot of their utilities close. And SV tries to take the risk, but they do know they heard someone right there. Blixers waiting for the chance to flash, but everybody is already on A main. So Oblivion Force is just slowing it down, trying to bait some info traps left and right before they go onto A side.
Yeah, and it seems like they're falling to the hands of SV Empire perfectly, because you can see that Igran has his setup here, and they're gonna hear it, they're gonna get the smokes out, they're gonna just use that fragment to try and stop them, as well as that Hunter's Fury. Ralph wants to get some tags, but not finding anything right now. Yao getting the kill on Naughty M1. Oblivion Force is
Ooh.
getting the side. Easy peasy. Igran, the Sentinel, goes down. And it seems like no matter the read, no matter the readiness of SB Empire, Oblivion Force just forced their way into the site.
Pretty much great for Oblivion Force. They got a lot of placements. Look at how they positioned themselves. They're not even on site. There's one person at hell. They do know that Ralph, with the sound cue that he did, he knows that he's on site already. He was able to get one shot, but now they fall one by one. And Oblivion Force takes another round.
Yeah, and this is match point dash. This is
Match
not
point.
quite the situation you want to see yourself in, especially if you're an SB Empire fan. It's a bit tricky on the economy. They're gonna be forced to buy whatever that they can with their creds right now. But fortunately though, they have lots and lots of the ultimates. They have the lockdown, they have the null command as well as that from the shadows onto Lost Boy. Just maybe find the pick off a flank, but with Oblivion Force going to this hot steamroll right now, they're just powering through it. They're ready and they want to take this win.
Yeah, this feels like on the side of SB Empire, there's a sale and they're just buying what they can right now on their side. So they do need to force a lot of things even without the budget. They do need to
they
get
know?
their funds. Spectres, they know that Nottingham won. They heard him. Because of the passive, they know that he pulled through. SB Empire trying to take some risk here, but Furious now gets the one. And now that just gives him the advantage, and he falls with a flash! Perfect timing again for the side of Oblivion Force. This is going to be the last round. Last person standing. Mixers, oh no, you have to run. Save this for your team. Goes for the flash. He flashes himself, but it doesn't matter because they do have the null command. Still possible. They try to go for it. 22 HP. One more shot in the head, and he's going to fall. Was able to substitute one gun. Has the flash drive. Goes in. Gets the kill. What a great team ace for Oblivion Force. And they go in forward for a KJC Updraft.
Wow, congratulations to Oblivion Force. Quite shaky than what we would like to see Dash, especially up against SB Empire, but experience comes through, that international level comes through, that VCT experience comes through, and we're going to see them win. SB Empire, it was a nice try though. It's a nice kind of a honeymoon phase for this team. We know how they can go out into this international arena, and sadly, they just falter to the likes of Oblivion Force. Nice game though, a bit of it could go either way, but it's just the experience really coming through for Oblivion Force.
And we have seen Oblivion Force. What I like about Oblivion Force, especially during this game, is that we can't say for sure that there's an MVP on the team. Yes, there is Q, there's Snowman, but everybody was playing their part. And that's what I like to see about teams like this, especially on this level of plays. The utilities are on point, their timings are right, their tradings are there. And I hope we're going to be seeing that on our next teams. We're just going to be taking a short break, everybody, before we go in for a game 2. But before we go for that, if you're a free agent and you're looking for a platform to promote yourself, check out gg.kjcesports.com or type !GGKJC Esports right there on the Twitch chat. And that is it for our game 1. We're going to go to a game 2 after a short break. We have your casters for today, M Dash, and I was here with L. See you guys in just a bit.
Welcome back to the KJC eSports Updraft Week number 4, Season 1. This is your casters, Ellen Dash. And after that first match, that first hot match from Oblivion Force and SV Empire, wherein OF got the win in Ascent, we're going to be heading to Haven. And we're going to be meeting Pacific 6 and Clutch Jeans going up at it in our game. Dash.
Yeah, I mean, we are now down to another different setup for Haven, but on match in match 4, we're gonna have the same thing. We're gonna have Ascent and Haven again. Our favorite maps right now for
Bread
this
and butter.
tournament. Yeah, because honestly, everybody just wants to show themselves up, especially in the best of one. These are the best maps because you can show your skill. You can. It's like your skill. The shell has been taken out. The skin is
Mhm.
out. It's like just bare skulls and bones skills right there for this map. So that's why it's great to see our teams having it on Haven. And now the defense is on the side of physics, and we all know this map really favors a lot on the attacker's side because after taking off one part of the map, that opens it up, forcing them to a retake as easily as that. So Haven, they need to strengthen their defenses on the side of physics because Clutch Jeans, we have known Clutch Jeans to be a very aggressive team, very unorthodox at that point, but still really gonna change things up on Haven.
Yeah, but Pacific 6, they're not quite a stranger to very much aggressive playstyles, Dash. Remember, this team has a lot of good utility players. We're talking about P6 Live, we're talking about Jerry, and Version. They're trying to support this guy in the entry. And on this defense side, on their starting side, they want to just push down the attacking waves of Clutch Jeans. They just want to stop the bleeding that they could cause or just prevent it basically on their start. And if you look at the maps that we had, yes, it's going to be Ascent and Haven, and it's going to be best of ones. It's there for a reason because these maps, yes, they're the most versatile, they're the best maps that you can show your skill, you can show your strategies. And when the sides switch, when the attackers become the defenders, it's basically the same style in a different manner of playing it. You're going to have to use your strategies specifically for these maps because it's going to be very versatile. And if you're a versatile player in this best of one, you can absolutely take the win.
Yeah, especially on the best of one, you just need to get yourselves on an advantage, especially on the rounds. So you don't really need to make any mistakes at this point. So right now, Clutch Jeans and also for the side Pit 6 just need to make sure that they get their rounds for themselves. But now, something surprising here, Al, is that we don't have the same lineup for both sides. We do have the KO and the Sky as initiators, and we have a difference also even with the Sentinels and the controllers, we have very big differences. And now that just says a lot, El, because right now we're gonna have different setups for both of our sides, especially that we do have an Asha
Mhm.
on the side of physics.
Yeah, I mean, an Astra, even with the nurse, even if it's very, very hard to use her, you can still utilize her, especially with the tons of utility that she can provide here on Haven. And right now, Version, as I was talking about earlier, the rest of the Pacific 6 crew, they just want to support this guy. This guy can go on a rampage. And speaking who, that's going to be Hui going down, but SK Reeves going down, Jerry as well. It's just a fiesta here on A Long.
Yeah, get some kills, some assassinations on the side now. It opens up A side, but Breadpan is here waiting. But no, oh no, this Tasty Street has been taken down. And wow, what a shot from Max! Get some headshots, but Shy Dope answers back with himself. And we are left with 2 versus 1. Crossfires on both sides, and Crossfires are working, and CJ takes them down, gets 1 round for themselves.
Clutch Jeans in the 4v5, they got the first pistol round. A bit worrying for their start, but they bounced back. They took care of Version. This guy is who we need to look at, by the way, Dash, because this guy, he has been a lot of teams, and especially with this Jet up against Clutch Jeans, who is known to be an aggressive team. He can put them on. He can just go par on par with every single member. But the first round did not go so well for them. They're gonna go into this eco, and Clutch Jeans are gonna buy up, but quite weird for Axelus, as he is the chamber, only has that headhunter, not gonna buy anything.
Yeah, not gonna go for anything just yet right now. And slowly going for it on Version. Don't know who he might get taken down here.
Deja vu.
Have a great angle. A headshot is gonna come out. They're
Patient.
following through. They get the vision onto them, but now Version gets taken down. And now he's lost on Neverland. Removed from play. And now they're gonna back away from A side.
Yeah, unfortunate that he just had to clear 3 people. Fortunately for Clutch Jeans, K Reeves just make sure that he can spot these corners and he will get that kill. It's not the A site that they were going to go for, it's going to be the C site, and while the plant has come true, they're going to go in this post plant. The rest of Pacific 6 with these classics are just looking to do some damage, and with these utilities out, they're just going to go in. Shido needs to clear this area, but Axelos with the head tap, the headhunter true to its name, make sure that Pacific 6 is down to 2 members.
Yeah, Pacific 6, Bread Pan,
One enemy
Tavern
remaining.
Garage was get taken down. No answers whatsoever. They're really disassembled on the side of P6 right now, but still, it's just a second round. They're on an eco round, so can't say just yet. Right now, it's just that Red Clutch did get the advantage a while ago. Gets a 1 tap on the head, but not enough to get the kill.
Yeah, not enough with that classic. And I just want to talk about the difference in the composition here, Dash. You can see that with Pacific 6, they're running a Killjoy on Lai and Jerry on that Sky. This is a bit weird, especially considering the meta that we have right now, wherein KO is much more prevalent in these kinds of maps with the chamber as well already out. With KO, you can just throw a knife, you can just make it land somewhere near and just basically out of shooting range from these players, and you can have free information. This information, if you can tag that chamber, will prevent the trademarks from popping, especially if you're gonna go for the flank. You can see right now that Clutch Jeans, they want to stack up here on the A site. Utility has been thrown as well. Dark cover is there to protect their advance. We're just waiting for this sewers push and this drone to clear out the rest, while this bonus round for P6 just might be their round.
Yeah. So far, that has always been telegraphed. But with no info on the side of Clutch Jeans, they don't know that someone is waiting. Version is in a rightful place, but the Molly's gonna come out, gonna be forced to updraft out of the way. Now that just makes sure that nobody is hiding on the nukes and crannies of A side, and now they're gonna follow through. Flashes are coming out. Gravity will has been pulled out, but now Breadman falls down. The smoke is just working well for Hui, and now he gets taken down by 2. Who was able to answer back with this 4 versus 2, a post-land situation.
Yeah, the gun advantage just did not work out for the side of P6, and Clutch Jeans, they made sure that they can get a use of these guns. Hui, masterfully with that Spectre, takes down 2 members with that loud as well. And K Reeves will just clean this round up. 2 headshots will just make sure that this is a 3-0, and the economy is not looking good right now for P6.
Yeah, that was the coup de grace for CJ. They still are as aggressive as I thought they would be, especially on the attacker side. And they have given a P6 something to work with right now. They only have nothing on their hands, so they're letting them think. They're letting them choose what they're gonna go for. They have the Sheriffs, they have the Bucky on Lai if he wants to go in for the aggressive on the A. But looking at it, Clutch Jeans might as well get punished by Lai, but it's highly unlikely.
Yeah, very highly unlikely, and this is the problem if you're going to run these kinds of maps. Yes, they are versatile, but they are also very telegraphed and very readable. Unless you have some sort of weird strategy or weird set play that you want to run, it's not going to be very easy to go up against teams who stream these maps on a daily basis. And speaking of that, Axelos off the camera will find a kill, just teleports away with the rendezvous. But Version! Oh no! Oh no!
No!
What just happened?
That's a no-no right there,
No.
L. Could have been it for Version. That could have set them up. Maybe getting some kills would be nice, but because of that, they're losing a lot of ground. They're losing a lot of this pace. Version could have had it, but CJ, now they're capitalizing on just one mistake. Remember, this is an eco round, but still, that could have been great, or maybe better, for the members of Base X.
Yeah, that could have been the turn of the tides if they can get the Version a gun. It's going to be good, but it's Lai with the Bucky playing guard here on the entrance of C connector, but to no use. Only will find 1 before going down. 4-0 the rounds in favor of CJ. And we just gotta have to look at Version. How is he doing right now with those shots? Thankfully, that's just an eco, and we're not gonna be minding that all the more. It's gonna be in this buy round wherein they will bring out the operator, and he needs to make sure he is precise with this gun.
Yeah, they need to keep their head above water. Side of P6. Right now, their head is like Their head is like half there. Their nose is slowly getting clogged down like Clutch Jeans. They need to pull themselves back up if they don't want to drown against Clutch Jeans. Clutch Jeans has been putting out this Jeans since before. The blue Jeans are out. And now there you go. The 0 point has been put out on Lai. And no utilities are going to come out right now because of that 0 point. So it's easy enough for them to take the side.
Yeah, very easy with this attacking of utility, with that recon, and with the usage of that KO. They got the site for free. Now the problem is they're gonna have to hold up on this retake, a 5v5 scenario. That drone is gonna come in, but it's going to be cancelled. Nice utility usage from inside the CJ. And the big boy pants are on right now for this team. They're gonna use that null command. Jerry is gonna find nothing because Axel is used better in the head. Now Shideup has to contest this one.
Yeah, Axelis hasn't been getting all the shots, but now Shideup is in. Oh, what a headshot again from Axelis. They can even get their kills, but now at least Breadpan was able to get one. Extinguish the fires of the one on fire. And now, B6 just gonna run away. We do have the guns, especially the operator on the version. That's why they just want to save this round, but B-side, look at this. Oh, Breadpan gets a headshot, doing some damage at least for the side of Clutch Jeans.
Yeah, unfortunate if you think about it. And the only gun round that you have a good strategy in terms of version getting picks, and you don't have him in the right position. Fair enough that they have Lai on this C site, but with the stacking of utility, with that KO and that Sova combination, it's really hard to hold as a Sentinel if you can't use your utilities, especially as a KJ who needs to activate those nano swarms to get a play. But right now, with the tactical pause coming in from the Pacific 6 side, they need to get their heads in the game, and it seems like Dash, if the first game between OF and SV Empire was a bit very even grounded, if you could say so, this time around it seems like the commanding pants are on the side of Clutch Jeans, and this tactical pause says it so.
Yeah, and the commander's hat is on their side. They're the ones steering the ship, and V6 has just been forced to this awkward situations time and time again. And Clutch Jeans has always found ways to rush themselves into the side, even though that most of the time Pacific 6 has the more favorable position. Now with the operator, maybe Version could do some things, because a while ago he was on A side, wasn't able to get the retake. I mean, it's not easy to retake with an operator especially. And right now, with now pushing onto A side for the side of Clutch Jeans, this might be the round that they're looking for. At least get one win. If not, again, we're gonna be forced for an EFID buy for the side of P6.
Yeah, and speaking of the buy here, it seems like it's pots and pans for the members of P6. Spectre's here,
Oh,
but
there
the
you go.
operator getting the first. You were talking about it, Dash, and if you can get this operator online, and the rest of the crew will follow Version. The spear tip of Pacific 6 will fire the first shot, and the rest will convert. The two members of Clutch Jeans right now, Maxi Boy and Axelis, will have to go onto the C side. The only option left, they know that the Killjoy is not here, and they go for the site properly. We're gonna get the spike planted, but here's the counter. The Hunter's Fury will get the kill as well, and it's all left to Axelis 1v5 situation. With the Tour de Force ready, try to clutch this one out.
Yeah, Axelis, last person, Shideup. Oh, the right timing was just there. He saw him sitting right through, and Axelis gets 2 kills. Now he's gonna follow with more. Can clutch this. We have seen him get some kills, get some headshots. No damage just yet. Jerry would be able to peek out. Not gonna see him just yet. And now, oh, he gets one more. But that's the last thing he could do. But at least now Pacific 6 puts themselves on the board.
Indeed. Quite a round from Version and the rest of the crew on getting those early picks, those opening picks, and just shambling the strategy of Clutch Jeans. But fortunately though, Axelis still manages to find some damage. Yes, their team is Clutch Jeans for a reason. They can clutch, and Axelis, given enough space and time, he could have won that. But to no avail, it's P6 getting that win and getting a round on the board finally after 5 straight losses. And we're gonna see this buy around, albeit a bit wary for Breadpan, only half a shield, still gonna go toe-to-toe with the rest of his team. And CJ, they're gonna go full at it.
Operator is up again, so it'll be hard. It's a good thing they had the flash lineup to put him out of his way. Version now gonna follow through again with more. We do have the smokes coming in with the Nyemlia smokes waiting for them here with the stars. But that could be used for themselves. With the way that Version is playing right now, Hui, I'm gonna see on him. Oh, he was able to peek out, but now Version still has a good playstyle right here. Get some sights onto the Aldrin. Maxi Boys peeks in. Nobody still gets any kills. They do get a lot of damage.
Ooh.
No, but the headshot from Maxiboy. He was waiting for the timing, but everybody is already rotated onto the side. The lockdown has been put out, but that just gives way for Clutch Jeans to go to C-side.
Yeah, the bamboozle play coming in from Clutch Jeans right now. They have the big brains as well as the Clutch Jeans as well.
Taking that back.
Not the pants, it's going to be the jeans, the DNA. But it's going to be this plant coming in. And Pacific 6, they got found out. They were stacking on A, having Version be assisted with Breadpan. Once he goes down, the rotation has been called. And it seems like Pacific 6, it's been hard for them on the reads this time around. And with this round going all the more in favor of CJ, seems like they're just gonna hold off.
Yeah, remember, it's planted for long. They do have this guy. Cosmic Divide comes out now. They need to follow through. They need to go forward if they want to win. Maxi Boy just loses a lot. Hui goes in. The Seekers was able to get it. Hunter's Fury is going to come out. And now they're going to follow through with some kills for themselves. But now 3 people are down. They're losing a lot of time. The volleys are coming out. The flash comes in. Shy Jumper still alive. The last one person does have the shot card. And now they're going to fall. This is the Spike going to fall down. Gets the kill. And now V6 lost a lot of ultimates, but still wasn't able to get the win.
Indeed, and they haven't been able to get that operator salvage from the hands of Version as well. I mean, considering that he died on a long, you're not really gonna take this operator into a retake situation, considering it's also a 4v5. Nice try from P6 though. They got the ultimates, they got the proper setup to try to go for the retake, but it's just the numbers advantage and the flank coming in from Hui on the garage position, just getting the better of him. And if all else fails, that's K Reeves with the shock darts, with the lineups getting them the round.
Yeah. Now we're gonna go with this. With the follow 3 on the B. Since a while ago, nobody has pushing side lie. Oh no, wasn't able to get the shot. The frenzy has been punished. And Jerry is onto the backside, gets taken down by Hui. They're just going in for the Clutch Jeans here fast. And P6 wasn't able to slow down anything. They got the push in. Oh, they got 2 kills though. Still possible for them. But Breadpan, oh no, does have the Sheriff. He got some headshots. He got the gun. The upgrade is in his hands. 8 bullets. Might be hard. Goes 38 HP, follow through, but for the rape, gets a tap right there.
Almost winnable for the side of B6. They made it hard on the B side, and it's considering that B side is hard to take and hard to retake. It's a good deal for the side of Pacific 6. They got some damage, but it's not quite enough considering that it's 7 rounds to 1. That economy, even if you dink it, it's not gonna go anywhere for the side of CJ. And P6 right now, they just need to work gun round after gun round, at least get a win, at least try to control the rest of this 4 remaining rounds. And if you're looking at it right now, it seems like Version, the operator, is the answer for this team, but let's see if it can actually convert.
They got the operators again on Version, but he does it. He's not looking at the right spot. Nobody is on A side. They don't have the utilities that they need. Lai doesn't have anything on his hand. He does have the turret though, that he can put out, but A side, they're hearing some gunshots. All drone is gonna come out, and nobody just yet is just gonna follow through. They don't have everything. They can risk anything on the side of V6 at this point, because if they do lose this round, they're gonna be forced again on the eco, slowly but surely onto side. Hui and Breadpan looking at each other, and there you go, the 0 point comes out. Not gonna be able to get the shots in, and now they got the side for themselves, and this is gonna be an easy post plan situation for Clutch Jeans.
Very easy considering that they had no one on site to deal with. A side is a bit tricky to go for the retake because of all the nooks and crannies you need to look, especially with that Tour de Force up and online for the side of Axelus. It's really hard as well with this null command on top of this. Going to be the trades coming in. Version finds one, but it's going to be another, and they just clean it up. What am I seeing? Just mop them all up in the floor. Clutch Jeans, they had the perfect situation. They had the perfect position as well. But Pacific 6 just pulled it out of a rabbit's hat. Out of nowhere, basically.
Yeah, that is it. Just the magic right there from side of phase 6. We're able to get the kills, they were able to get the shots in. It's a good thing, especially on A side. You just need to go for retakes and go for trades, because Clutch Jeans does have the advantage when it comes to the positioning, but still not going to be able to follow through. But it's a good thing they still have some guns on their hands, so it's not much of a punish. But P6 is still an iffy buy, so they need to wait for the timing. But it's a good thing that Version is on C side, so this could surprise Clutch Jeans.
Yeah, this could really surprise them, especially with version, all the more unpredictable after the first few rounds. They know that someone is posted up here on C Cubby. They just don't know who, but Jerry gets this kill just outside of Garage. That's Hui down and out. They haven't really forced any issue here just yet, CJ. But P6, they can feel that they have their number. Trailblazer is gonna come out on the B side. And it seems like this slow and steady approach just could work for CJ. But to no avail, they haven't really found any opening for this P6 defense.
A lot of people on the side of P6 are still scrambling around. They don't know where to go to because right now, Clutch Jeans doesn't give much info. But it's a good thing that P6 does have the man advantage. So whatever happens, they still have one man as a cover. They still have one man advantage. So it's just gonna be an equalizer if one dies. So right now, really detrimental, especially for the attacker's side. They lose one member. Gonna go for the flash. Eagle Pulse comes out and get the kill right there. But the Spectres comes out and the crossbar from Red Pan and Jerry is just working in their favor. The last 30 seconds. They can still get out from this, but B side is the hardest side. Version gets it. Now the last one standing. We have K Reeves. Might be forcing an eco here just because if they lose, but he still has some credits to work with. But Red Pan, oh, he gets a Vandal. Now he can fight this with a 1v1. Now K Reeves just gets a kill onto him, and 2 shots in, and he got both of them. The last person standing, Shy Dip might go in with another headshot. Oh no, that's a lot of damage. K Reeves just was about to make it work.
He does not go down easily, Dash. K Reeves, like the namesake, he's gonna find you all, and he's gonna take you all down. But just quite not enough. Version with the final nail in the coffin will take him down, and that's the timeout right now for the side of Clutch Jeans. Quite unusual for a timeout because it seems like they feel that the momentum is slowly going to the side of Pacific 6, even on defense. They want to call off the pressure. They want to make sure that the fire just fans out a little bit colder, even for just a minute. Just to recollect their thoughts, recollect their approach, because past few rounds, they just been scrambling mid-map. They just been looking at some angles and not really winning that fights. With this timeout though, I'm expecting that they can get a proper strategy like they did in the early parts of this game and actually come out winning on this attacking half.
Yeah, I mean, they won't really need to risk anything at this point because a while ago, it's like, it felt like they're racing against time even though that they don't need to, which has been quite a problem right there. They're trying to fasten it up. They have the advantage anyway. So why do you need to rush in and get those kills for yourself? But if they go for defaults, not any info, but also because of the reason why is because Version, when he got the operator, that is when it became hard for Clishings. That's why they're trying to fasten it up just to outrun the operator and force him to a retake.
Yeah. And so far, they haven't been able to outrun. They have been in a hurry for nothing. Right now, it seems like this C push is quite telegraphed. They're gonna hear that operator posted up on this area, and they're gonna back away. Make sure that they don't commit any more utility on this one. They're gonna go to the A site. Fortunately though, for the side of Pacific 6, they have utility to go, and Shido finds the flanker in the name of Axilus. That's the chamber, the flank guard down and lie, just going to be steady. Actually haven't been found. He's gonna find one, he's gonna find 2, almost finds 3. Hui managed to take him down, but the damage has already been done. It's only going to be a 3v2 at the end of the day, but it's going to be K Reeves and Hui. Just trusty person for the side of CJ.
Last 3 people, K Reeves, they need to push forward if they want to get the advantage against the members of P6. They flash in. Oh no, Jerry! Right timing onto Hui, gets the shot. And now he's gonna follow 2 with the blade storm. K Reeves gets 1 kill, but Shido follows it up with another 1. Plus she's just lost another round against P6.
Very much so right after the tactical timeout. And quite weird in the way that they lost. They had the sight. But unfortunately, they were not clearing the corners. They don't have anything to clear it. They used utility on C site just to clear that operator. And once they knew that the operator is on C site, they did not commit. They went for the rotation onto the A site. They don't have any initiator utility thrown out whatsoever. It's just going to be Hui dashing in with the blade storm, and that causes Light to get the 2-piece. Manages to make sure that the site is locked down, giving P6 the man advantage. That cosmic divide at the end or the latter half from Shido was not really needed, knowing that they were pushing, but still better safe than sorry for the side of P6 right now on their comeback.
Good smokes coming out just for them to get the ultimate orb in their favor. Clutch Teams does have the Hunter's Fury if ever they push off the C side. They've lost 3 rounds consecutively against V6, but they're feeling quite the pressure here. This might be the second win that V6 is looking for. And if they get this in a 7-5, they just need to win the pistol round next round. Especially on their attacker side, it would be pretty much easy for them to win that. So V6 just need to hold their ground. Al Jones getting some info for themselves, but they haven't had anything just yet. Slowly pulling onto A side. They want to go for retakes because they know that they can. Now, get into the side slowly with Clutch Teams, with V6 are just waiting, lying in wait, like a tiger waiting for its prey.
Yeah, and this entry is gonna come in. This is going to be the clearance that CJ wanted, but they have a lockdown to worry about. But doesn't really matter because the Hunter's Fury is right here. But they don't know that they can be used up on a Hunter's Fury as well. They managed to break the lockdown, tries to go for more there, okay, Reeves. And they have the 7th position very much intact. Maxi Boy will find 1K Reeves as well. Fix the teleport to try to bait some players. There's the defensive Hunter's Fury. Try to tag 1. It's going to be for the Rave dancing around. Hui goes for the peak. And here comes the cleanup for Hui. Manages to get everything but Shideup. Make sure it's 1v2. It's still winnable, but with no bullets left in the chamber. Very, very few. As well as the recon. Not gonna connect on him actually. It's very, very tense. Time is not there. And the shots as well. Maxi Boy cleans it up and make sure that this is a good half on the attacking side of Clutch Teams.
All chips were in, and that could have been it. Getting them on a 7-5 was a great advantage, supposedly, for V6, but Clutch Teams just surprised them with another aggressive push on the side of Hui, and also for Maxi Boy being on Heaven. They weren't expecting the push, and V6 were just punished right there. But now on the attacker side, the story differs. The story changes. So it is going to be relying on the way that they push on the side. Remember, they have 2 defensive agents on the side, so it would be really hard for them to get into side as easily as how Clutch Teams did it a while ago.
Indeed. And I mean, if you're gonna look at the composition, it's going to be worth a note that Jerry on the Sky is not going to be as effective, especially against a KO. That Killjoy as well is gonna have a hard time, and this chamber is just the better pick because he can roam around the map even with his straight marks down. He just has to put them in place, has to worry about nothing with that rendezvous out. And it seems like it's going to be Breadpan with the first kill, but the rest just comes in for the side of Clutch Teams. Only one remaining in its version. The aggression from the defense is just too much, and it seems that the roles have been reversed. It feels like Clutch Teams still thinks they're attacking, and they take their 9th round.
How did that work, Clutch Teams? I mean, V6 was surprised so far based on that, what the members of Clutch Teams just did. They were on the right place at the right time. It was pretty lucky for them to be able to get the right side when they were all there. So that's why Clutch Teams just got there, got the kill, surprised V6. And that's what you want, especially on these kinds of games right now. Getting the surprise against your enemies would just get them off guard. Now, they would put their shields up, and they're not going to be sure on if Clutch Teams are going to go for an aggressive push again. That is the trap that what that first round did for them.
Indeed, it set the momentum, it set the tempo, it set the flow of this attacker half for the side of P6. Now, they're very, very wary, and it seems so because Sly is very far back from the team, very detached. He just has that turret to work with if ever anti-push comes onto A long. So fortunately, it's not going to be that sight that they need to worry about, and version of the Flash gets that head tap on the for the Rave. Manages to pick up a gun, but there are still 2 members that they need to worry about, and Hui has the judge to give the verdict if ever they push up on Garage. So far, it's not going to be the push committing. They're gonna rotate the spike back and think about their options.
They need to take back what's theirs. They got the space onto Garage, but nobody is pushing just yet. Now with this, the heal has come out. C-side might be the push. And Hui, oh no, they still don't know where the push is gonna happen. C-side with the way, the timing, version right here. Oh no, the timing is just right. Maxi Boy might fall down. And now C-side is going to be their push. They're going to get slowed down. Yes, but Axelis tries to get some shots in. He's going to fall down. What a great shot from Axelis again. This man has been putting out a lot of kills. C-side right there. Everyone is right there right now. Hui does have the judge on his hands, so it would be hard for them to fight here. So this is going to be a post plant right here, Al.
Very much a post plant that is winnable for the side of P6. Remember, they were on an eco. They lost the pistol, but the tides have turned thanks to Version and his 2 one-tap Sui with the jump against the vertical 1. Managed to give a vertical 2! That 180 from Hui! How does he do that? Hui, does he do that? Oh, wow. Puns not intended. They just clean it up. CJ, they just go at it.
That's I can say it. That's disgusting. Hui was able to get a lot of those kills just with the judge. He just went in, goes through the smoke, and he got the space that he needed just to get close against the members of P6. I wasn't expecting him to get the win against them there, but he was able to make it. I mean, it's Hui right here we're talking about. Now, with this, P6 just are left with the guns that they want to go for. But with the way that Clutch Teams has been playing since a while ago, they want to get another. Oh no, they're gonna go for another shotgun round. So they're just gonna hold those short range angles. And they don't have any flash that could flush out those angles anyway. They have the molly online though, but it's not gonna be as easy as what Clutch Teams does. Especially with the double infos, rather triple info setup that even Axelis could put out. So it would be quite hard for them to flush out those angles and where Hui is.
Yeah, and considering that Sky Bird, the information it gives is very much vague. It's just general information that there's an enemy. But that's the sound cue coming in. And Version, if he checks this angle too eagerly, that's the gun. And that's the first kill from Ui. Cheeky man with the cheeky gun. It's the rest of the team of CJ cleaning it up. But Shido just manages to make it P3, but Hui just cleans it all up once again. Try to throw these guns to his teammates, and they just sweep this first 3 rounds on the second half.
No way did that just work again for the second time, especially on the right side. I mean, Clutch Teams has been. See, I don't know if that is lucky or that they know where they're gonna go, because Hui is on the place and where most of the people from V6 are pushing, and that is really unexpected, even on my end, that they would be able to get those kills. Gonna run away with them, forcing them to an eco right here onto 4th round of the game. So Clutch Teams does get the advantage, and Axelis does have the operator on his hands. They can go for an aggression that they can do, and Asa is gonna be the push again. That just would call the rotation right here. 3 people are here, and the shots are gonna come out. They're gonna be pushing. There's the smoke coming out, and no. This is not good for P6. They do have the short-range angle, so if they want to go for this, they can, and that's the tailwind coming out. They got the shot, they got the concuss, but not enough for them to get the kill anyway. Jerry might fall down, he does, and that's the last 3 people. Right here, we're looking at line, he doesn't know where K-Rives is, gets the kill, last 2 members, right there. That is what Axelis just said. Up, and the operator is on your head. Clutch Teams gets another round, the last round match point on their side.
Attacker's side at the save and might be Dash. With this masterclass defense from the side of Clutch Teams, with their agents working to their favor, and just the composition working better on their side. It's just too strong that Physics is on match point already. They're up against match point, and they're gonna use this second tactical timeout that they have. A comeback is still possible in a world wherein Clutch Teams just doesn't put on their pants, basically, but you're gonna have to expect it, Dash, that somehow, some way, Clutch Teams, they could end it this round, maybe the next, maybe on another round. Just P6 very, very much confused in how to actually deter this kind of defense coming in from the side of CJ, because, I mean, the recent rounds with judges, the recent rounds with these cheeky kills, how do you counter that, basically?
Yeah, and I just don't know what to say right now, El. Yeah, there is a pretty much a counter here, but they don't have the agents for it. Especially that they have a national on their side. They can't flush out the angles and where the paranoia would be supposedly supposed to be effective. But the gravity walls are pretty much a defensive tool for the side of V6, and it hasn't been working out so far. Having a lot of these offensive agents on the side of Clutch Teams, just even in the defense, they can do pretty much as aggressive as what they did on the attacker's side of things. Now on the defense, they can do the same thing, which is really surprising for me because it looks like they are the attackers still.
Yeah, look at me, I am the attacker. This double-edged sword is not gonna stab them right in the back. CJ, they know how to utilize this composition, and it's working so far that they managed to stop this Pacific 6 team to only 4 rounds. They are on match point right now. It seems that the attackers P6, they want to go slow. They want to buy their time. They want to make sure that they can rat out the opponent's CJ, though not falling for it. They have this 3-stack perfect on the C site as well. And if it ever comes to the hit, they are very prepared. It seems that they have their number everywhere they go. And right now, we're just waiting for the calm before the storm to happen. There's going to be some information brought out slowly but surely. But this is too tense, Dash. This is too tense.
Yeah, waiting for the push. B6 being very patient right here. Doesn't get any info with the guiding light. Goes into the side. Version does have the smoke, and he can see nobody. So that's why Ford Ray was able to get the kill for themselves. Gets the last 3, and we're down to the last 2 members. They got the spice for themselves. Bread Man is running, but the Hunter Spirit would be able to hit him, and that's gonna be the last person standing. They know that he's on B side. Lie. Oh no, they got the info. He needs to push. He needs to peek this out. And actually, he falls down. He might be able to do this. It's still possible. There's 4 people, but Lie. Oh no, he's just waiting for the right angle. Oh, the shot in the head, the knife. Maxi Boy right there with the end. That was a good way to go back with style for Clutch Jeans.
The salt on top of the wound, basically, Dash. It's the
Yeah.
perfect way to end it, basically, if you are Clutch Jeans. Just a masterclass in Haven, as we saw earlier from OF on Ascent. I mean, there's a reason why these teams go for these versatile maps, because of the advantage of having a double-sided comp, of having the utilities that can work both ways. And Clutch Jeans, just the perfect example of a team that knows how to aggress on the attacker side, knows how to also defend aggressively on the defense, and just knows how to counter utility with much better utility.
Yeah, it's really just so hard, especially for the side of Free6. Yeah, they were on the defense side during the first half of the game, and it was supposed to be on their side because they have 2 defensive agents. I can say that Astra is a very defensive agent at this point. And Lai, they basically had 2 sentinels on their side. That's why it was supposed to be easy for them to counter out most of the members of Clutch Jeans, but it didn't really pan out in their favor during this game. That's why they got the loss right there. And also, what's great about Clutch Jeans, though, is that they got a lot of first bloods because they are so aggressive on the way they play. But before we go on to a break, everyone, I'd just like to plug the platform again. If you're a free agent and you're looking for a platform to promote yourself, check out gg.kjcesports.com or type !GG KJC Esports.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the platform. If you want to put your name out there, KJC has got your back. Dash just said the website, and we're going to be going into a short break. That was one tense game, Dash, and we're going to be needing a 10-minute break right after that. See you guys later for more KJC Esports Updraft action.
And welcome back, everybody, to KJC Updraft, brought to you by KJC eSports. $100 back again for these 8 teams. Or now we're down to the last 6 because we're waiting for the last 2 still to get themselves back to the semifinals. Now we're still on a best of 1, but now we have the team right here. Rain Esports from MOSG and also Hike Digital from Indonesia. We're still gonna be back on Haven, and we have the defense onto the side of Hike. So what do you think about this, El?
I mean, it's the run back of the map. Maybe we see a new strategy. Maybe we see one of the emulations from the last game between Clutch Jeans and Pacific 6. Who knows, basically, because versatile maps are versatile maps because they are very much versatile. I mean, it's the same word. That's how versatile it is. Ascent and Haven. You're going to have to use your big brain to actually find openings, to actually find utilities, to counter utilities. And as we saw earlier from the side of Clutch Jeans, they masterfully done it, only limiting Pacific 6 to 4 rounds. But it's going to be very different right now with Orain going up against Digital Hike because these teams are from very very different places. They have different approaches to these kinds of maps, and we just might see the difference come in, and whoever is better is just better.
The different options would be great, especially on Haven. There's still a lot of those agents that you can use on this map. There's the typical Telegraph agents, but now it has been changed a while ago, especially on the hands of Clutch Jeans. They have a very peculiar setup, but it has worked in their favor, which is what I like right now, that they can use a lot of these agents. But now, before we go into it, everyone, if you're a free agent and you're looking for a platform to promote yourself, check out gg.kjc.esports.com to get yourself onto an organization if ever they see your profile right there. And also, before we go into it, we also have a giveaway sponsored by Coda Shop and Vertigear. Coda Shop is giving away $200 worth of VP and one Vertigear gaming chair for people in Singapore, Brunei, and Vietnam. And also, you can use the coupon code KJCSS on the Vertigear SG online store to get the 10% off. And again, L, back to this game right now. Especially on Haven, who or what agents do you prefer to be picked right here?
I prefer the Killjoy KO setup, especially
Yeah.
on the defense, because it's a very, very oppressive defense setup. You have this lockdown, you have these utilities that can stop a push. And to complement that, you have the KO knife to actually stop any utility that wants to counter this Killjoy. Any utility, may it be a flash, may it be a recon, to try to go and help these entry fraggers go into the site. It's a very, very oppressive combo. If you're gonna look back on the previous patches, on the previous game modes or game styles, wherein we had the Astra and the Killjoy, like we saw earlier in the side of Pacific 6, yes, it still works, but it's not quite as common because of the nerfs on Astra. The Cosmic Divide lockdown is still a good niche, but not quite as good as when that null command and that lockdown comes in. When that null command comes in, you can't use your Hunter's Fury, you can't use any utility to try and break that lockdown. And the Haven is just the perfect map because you really have these sites, 3 sites at that, very very small. You can cover a lockdown with it, and with that null command stopping any utility, it's very very much powerful.
Especially that you have when it comes to the setups, what's great about the KO, especially with the suppression that he has, it makes it easier for you to go to sites. And especially on Haven, there's a lot of very narrow streets and avenues on the site, so there's a lot of choke points to go for. That's why it's really hard to clear out on most of these utilities that the Sentinels have been putting out. It's a great thing that this oh wait,
Oh,
I've seen,
okay.
okay, we have a neon L, so oh my, this
Okay,
would be a
okay,
very
okay.
exciting game.
Let me just break this down, Dash. Neon in Haven is quite similar to how you play Neon on Bind and Neon on Split. How? You would ask me how because of the relay bolts. That stun is comparable to a breach stun. And you have 2 of them in one use. If you can actually have a lineup to clear these nooks and crannies that you were talking about, if you can clear these small sideways, these pathways out for your team, continue that with this Sky coming in from Mika. Well, it's going to be an easy time entering. And on the defense, looking at it right now, Digital Hike is going to be starting the defense. That Neon can provide a lot of utility. That's going to be the wall, that's going to be the relay bolt, and the slide just to maneuver around these attackers. You can actually cheese them, especially if they can't
Select your
trace you
agent.
all the lot with their guns. It's going to be a very, very weird what do you call this composition, but so far if they have it, they can work with it. I mean, you have two initiators, Sky and Breach, lots and lots of utility concusses at that. It's a good pick, basically, in my opinion.
It might really change on how they use this. I mean, the neon really is effective on this map because it's really also easy to go into side, especially if they use a lot of your utilities. Like you just said about like if they get the concuss on the right people, they could potentially just get into the side pretty easily, and that's why it's great on the side of Hike that we're seeing a bit of this creativity on their draft. But now this is what I was expecting. I was expecting to have a breach during the last game, but now it's a
Hmm.
good thing that I see a breach in the game.
Yeah, that breach, I mean, if you want the KO for the anti-lineups, the anti-utility, well, the breach is good for the anti-agent. Basically, if you can run down one of these defensive agents or offensive agents with that fault line, they can't really fight back and they can't really get anything in play unless they get, of course, a lucky headshot while they are concussed, of course. This breach is very much useful up against that Killjoy because you don't really need to be there to actually get that lockdown. And so right now we see Czar going on the first kill. There's Einarcase just going to support his team. So far it's one kill going to the side of Hike. And seems like Rain, they want to slow down.
Yeah, they got the kill again. Lilo gets another
Ooh.
one for themselves, but now Hike is just taking them all down one by one. The last two standing. Look at how fast he is with this agent, especially. Going to the side. They have the fast lane. The flash comes down, and now Briar doesn't have anything. Oh,
No!
they got flash too. That's why they got the kill. That was great for their side now. Everything is being aggressive on the side of Hike with the smokes coming out. Oh no, they're just getting spammed through the smoke. Now they follow through onto C. Crier. It's just a one shot to victory. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
If he
we
passes
know
through
what's
here,
gonna happen.
Czar is just gonna take him down pretty easily, even with a headshot to make it hurt more.
Yeah, and you can see the utility or the presence of the Neon as early as the first pistol round. You can just run up to A long and get away with it because you have a breach to stun or to put a fault light on a lobby, making sure that no attackers can go onto that lobby and making sure that you have the space created for your team. That guy is gonna follow you, of course, with the blinds,
Yeah.
with that Trailblazer, and you got free space that needs to be contested with utility. And that's just space and time and utility bought by the defense. Right now, though, this is only the first round and it can still change depending on how things goes. But Einercase goes for the pick. Not gonna find anything. They want to play mid-map.
Yeah, even if it's a shot in the dark. Oh no, it's not a shot in the dark. Good at it. They got the shots. They got the flash, helping him to not push. Now with this, most of the members are in the mid, but look at where Lilo is. He doesn't have any care in the world. He's just trying his best to get the kills. The relay bolt would be able to hit it. This comes out, and now Lilo gets another kill of himself. The last one standing also again on the C-sites. King Sulgi, oh no, you might fall down here. Czar is just gonna get the headshot again. Hike is just taking this too fast.
Too fast indeed. And very, very furious at that Lilo with this Neon. Just oppressive on the speed of how he can control the map, how he can gain space, and how he can provide utility for his team as well. You can't stop this Neon because he can stop you first with that relay bolt. Unless, of course, you have a flash or a utility like the terms of Chamber or Killjoy for Eugene on the attacking side, but so far none of it has shown up. And with this bonus round, maybe they can find an answer back, but I expect Hike and Lilo at that to still continue on this rampage, albeit being slow. They're gonna respect the guns, but still, same idea. They want to use this Neon. And oh, a conga line on Spawn. What are they doing?
Yeah, they are. What is happening? And
What is happening?
they're just running around trying to find where the side is gonna go for. But it's a good thing that nobody committed onto A side already. They're not giving any info. But what's good about this? Look at how they're playing. They're just running around on the side of Hike. And so far, haven't seen anyone just yet. But now they're gonna push onto A side. Look at where Lilo is. They're gonna push through for more. They got one kill. Now they can get the side for themselves.
Very much easily because of the way that these Hike players are rotating around the map. They wanted to go for the C stack. Unfortunately, Once Lilo got down, they know that it's going to be free because no one else is up close. If Lilo goes down and there is a counter utility, then that could have been the answer to rotate, but they haven't met anything of it. And right now, once they got the plant with the gun advantage, it seems like this is going to be the round. In our case, no! How did he do that? Jump and then get a kill, a headshot of all that. Fire takes down one in return. There's Smash with two. They can actually win this. It's a 2v2 situation, both with very low members right now. The Flash is going to be oppressive. They want to go for the push. Unfortunately, no, it's going to be King Sulgi getting the better of him. Spike is going to be planted in the perfect position for both of these angles. That's going to be this whirl coming in from the Astra. And with this time running out, King Sulgi has the timing. And they get their first round.
Timing's just right, and Sulgi just whooped the floor in the end. Great play from Rain, honestly. That they just went into the side. They punished Hike, and remember, it's really punishable on the side of Hike. They were just running around onto base. They were not expecting the push, but it's a good thing right now. It's a change of pace for members of Hike. Now, this support round is where we always wait for that everybody has guns, and whoever loses gets punished. So this is the time. This is the time that they're waiting for. And now Rain just lose a bit of their guns. I hope that they have something on the next round.
Yeah, considering that that last round was very, very crucial and it was very expensive. Only one rifle was able to be salvaged. But enough of that round. We're gonna go into round number 4. Everyone at least has some firepower. Only CZ has that Sheriff comparable to the others who has rifles and Bulldogs as well. But on the other side, on the defense, this is a good strategy from Hike. Have the Chamber be the operator holder, and have that Neon be this rushing girl menace that can actually get you concussed and actually get you picks if you give her the space. And right now, they are trying to get the space onto a long or lobby. Once they get the C site cleared, they might as well go for it, but the flank is just too perfect. That alarm bot is not gonna tag anything, and with this operator ready for Einar Case, he's in the prime position to stop this all.
Oh! Einar Case gets the shot. The Seekers are gonna come out. The fault line would be able to stop him down on his place, but they do hear that he went into the other side of the place. They do have the Steam Beacon coming in. Crier is already on side, but no, they're getting wiped down the floor. That is there. The cleanup crew comes out, and they get the kills again. Hike takes one more round against Rain.
That was the flank I was talking about, Dash. Lilo, the amount of space he can create off the flank and the way that the setup from Eugene is just too far deep into window, it's not working. That was free space created by the side of Lilo, and with that relay bolt just connecting on the players on C long, it's just a free round for them. Everyone on the side of Hike went and participated in that retake or just defense basically, because they haven't really been able to get into the site. They just died on the spot. And this eco is going to be hard for the side of Rain, and speaks more and truly because Lilo just wants to go win right at it, especially with this ultimate up.
Wow, they got kills too onto Lilo, make it 3! Oh no! He got all the kills that he needs for him to push through to gain that confidence in Smash Guard's God. Just gets admitted, and Kuni is the last one standing. He follow through. Oh, he saw his shoulder. He gets flash. Last two standing, Lilo. Oh no, he's just too fast, and now he peeks out. And Nene Craze gets the kill in the end.
Wow. I mean, it's an eco, and I don't want to call Lilo an eco fragger because that's not what he is. He has been finding these frags even with the gun disparity, or even guns for the side of Rain. And he just capitalized on the fact that they can't really contest her on this Neon, especially with that ability to just go out or run away. You can't really catch that Neon once she's running unless you have something to deal with it. Operator will still be in play for Einar Case here, and it's just all these tick boxes ticked for the side of Hike. They got this fault line I was talking about, and Lilo doesn't really want to commit to the push because they have the guns, but still finds the kill anyways.
Wow.
Too fast Hike, just too fast.
Man, Hike is just taking them down. I don't want to say it, but every time they try to fight them, they just get put down time and time again. They can't even get around against them. They just got a lot of these rounds for themselves. The way that they go for it is just so fast. Even Zar, with that last kill, Sulgi wasn't even able to get any damage out. So Hike, oh man, this team is just insane.
I mean, you really need to think about how they played their set plays, their dash. The fault line conversing into the neon, going into a long with that relay bolt to follow up if all else fails. If not, there's going to be the sky clearing out with the trailblazer as well as the guiding lights. This A approach or this A defense from the side of Hike is just too good that it's been contested by the side of Rain too much, and now they're gonna switch it up. They're gonna have Lilo on C long, but he doesn't manage to find the one.
Oh, no!
Thankfully, he manages to find King Silgi on that corner, and Lilo is just a madman unleashed right now. He wants to go for 3, but not going to connect on anything. Doesn't really manage to find the third. Oh! Kuni! How?
Good shot, and now, oh, maybe they can change this up, but there you go, Smash Card. He just takes them all down, and he's playing this like a fighting game. Oh no, that just ended it right there. It's pretty fast by Smash Card's God.
Pretty fast. I mean, Kuni manages to find a quick 2 taps to the head with the Sheriff, but not quite enough. The gun advantage just proved too strong for the side of Rain. And with this switch up, now you gotta think as Rain, if they have a set plan for A, if they have a set plan for B, where can we find an avenue to go attack as attackers and find something just to even plant the site? Because so far, yes, they have planted the spike, but only once. They haven't really been able to get anything off of that win. And right now, we gotta think, where can we find avenues to go in?
That is what they're thinking right now. I hope that they would find the answer, the solution to the problem right now. Oh, the flash of the Cosmic Divide also comes out. They got it in the end. They have the Rain. The relay bolts comes out. They would be able to push through, but he gets taken down. The 3 members are working right there. Gets 2 kills. And now they have the ultimates on their side though. They can't get any kills just yet. The Cosmic Divide is just making sure that nobody right now is on a comfortable position. They have the mollies coming out. Oh, gets it! In our case, gets it in the end, and they have 3 people still right here. Pretty strong, pretty effective. They do have Zar onto the side, so this is a post-match situation for sure.
Yeah, 3v3 right now. They have that Rolling Thunder to work with. If CZ can get it to a safe spot, but he's going to be planting himself in this corner right off the pocket of Garage. Hike has ideas to go in, but I wonder if they can actually counter these corners that they are holding. CZ goes for a swing, doesn't really need to go for it, but still, they got a trade back. There's Zar going for more. Crier just finds 2. It's all left to Einar Case. Has a flash, goes for it, and it's going to be a matter of moments, but that's going to be Einar Case swift on the trigger figure, finds the 4th, and just continues the rampage that Hike has been going on.
Oh man, Einar Case just ended it with a flash, and not even anything. He was flashed even before that fight happened, and he just peeked out, got the kill still. That was just too fast to happen. I thought that's gonna be the time for Rain to try and take the win against Hike, but so far, even when they put out these strategies in the way they got first kills, even with the Cosmic Divide, they can't even get the win still. This is just unfortunate that Hike can still go for this rampage. Nobody's putting a stopgap on this flowing body of water in the side of Hike. I hope they would be taken down right now, but still, Rain, they still need to find the answers right there. They're still on the time, right near on the exam, that they're still thinking on their brains. Can we answer this, or should we skip the problem? That's why they're pushing on the B side. They got the kill. ZZ gets 1, and maybe they're gonna get more. Zar all falls down. Still, Einar Case gets the shot in the dark. Now they're gonna follow to Crier. Into the flash. And they got what? Huh? He got the kill right there. He was just... Oh no. That's not true. That didn't happen. But yeah, they're gonna follow through with this.
Seekers will come out dash. And no! Unfortunate for Einar Case. No more bullets, but still a 1v2 situation. Mika will still be able to clutch this one out, but the Rolling Thunder is ready and prepared for the side of CZ. King Sulgi is holding things down. The spike is planted for a connector, and they just need to play the time. They have this gravity well, and they have this fault line to work with. They are throwing every single bit of utility, and it seems like the time is not there for Mika as well as the shots. CZ just gets the 2nd round for Rain, and that's going to be the first try and the first stoppage to the bleeding if they want to continue get more rounds against Hike.
Band-aid solutions is what they did on the hands of the Rain. Now, Hike does know that they can't play around anymore, because right now Rain is slowly turning the engines over. So far, Yeah, it has been effective during this last round, but I hope it would follow through after this. The fire is starting, and I hope that Rain would just pan the flames over so that they can do this for the next 3 rounds before the half ends.
Yeah, and they're gonna go back to their default right now, Hike. It's
Oh
still going
my!
to be Lilo finding the shots, but Kuni, very much awake right now on the jet, manages to trade it back out. A 4v4 is what they need, and they are gonna take that, but Kuni just checks the wrong angle, goes for the long sights, and he will get backstabbed. Crier with this Trailblazer will not find anything. They're just running into the site without a plan. And he's just gonna go hike away. Crier with the spike still manages to get out alive of the A site, but there's going to be Einar case right off the flank. Managed to find one. And will he be able to find more? That will come.
Oh,
There's
and
going to be one more. Einar case goes down as well. A 1v1 Sky v Sky. The very Australian will win this time around. And Mika, I don't know if he's prepared for it. He is almost overheating there, Crier.
Almost getting the win there, but still not enough for the side of Rain. They have been getting this close rounds per close round since a while ago, but now Hike was just the follow-up right there against Rain. But still, Mika got that in the end, and Rain just needs to make sure that they can and will get this next round, because if they do try to get this guns on this round, they might be in it for the long run, because if they lose this round, they're not going to be having any guns to the last round before the half ends.
I mean, at the time like this, wherein the rounds are true in favor of Hike and the Rain, you only managed to find a round and it's going to be close. That last round that they won, it was close. It's a 1v2. Thankfully, they had the utility to win that one out. But if you're going to have to win rounds like that for these remaining 2 rounds, it's going to be hard. It's going to be going to the favor of Hike and their set plays. Their set advantages with Lilo just going ham on the Neon. Einar case, that rock solid sentinel with the operator. You can't really go into his sight. All these check marks checked for the side of Hike. You really have to worry about the Rain. And with the stack pause coming in for them, it seems like they have some ideas right now. They have had the time to answer that question on their exam. Let's see if that answer is going to be correct, Dash.
Yeah, I hope it would be for them. Right now, look at this. The way that they play this, as we said a while ago, they need to win it, and they don't want to wing it on the side of Rain. That's why they just went in for the Sheriffs, just at least get it before everything turns bad. So far, could go bad to worse, but at least now they do know that they need their economy for them to win this and get their guns. But right now, slowly but surely, they might... Oh no, was able to see it. Now he needs Lilo to be careful before they try to go and follow through this. We haven't seen an overdrive just yet from Lilo. I'm waiting for her to use the overdrive and go forward, and they got the kill already. Kuni, and that is a great crossfire for both of these players. Eugene goes forward, gets kills, gets the headshot. Now in a case, the last one standing, but oh, the timing is just perfect. They got it in the end. That was a fast round just still.
Last round in the
Nico, and it's going to be what I was saying earlier is still standing true, that every check mark has been checked for the side of Hike. They have their answers for each site. C site, when they go there, we have an operator, we have Einar case with that chamber, able to slow them down with the trademarks, able to get out of there if it ever gets hard with a rendezvous. And with that tour de force, double up it is if he wants to. On the A side, we have this fault line from Breach. We have Lilo going ham as well with Mika, the support actor for this team. And it seems like they can't really find any answers like that. You can't really peek like that as well from King Sulgi, especially as the controller for the team. And with this 4v5 right off the bat on the last round, seems like they're going to be piecing the puzzle together. But Rain, I don't know if they could actually solve this puzzle.
Einar case gets another kill with another shot, as he said. And following it up. Oh no, he was able to see it. Oh no, Einar case falls down. That was unexpected, and Lilo also falls. They're getting a lot of the shots in. They don't have any, just have the Rolling Thunder if they want to use it onto Asa, just for them to clear out the angles. But are they? They do have flashes. They don't have any more smoke, so this would be hard for them to follow through, and they need to just plant this before everything happens. The fault line comes out now. They have the Rolling Thunder to stop them on their track, and now the follow through comes out. That's the kill of 2!
Too late.
And that is high. gets it in the end.
Too late. The utility just came in too late for the side of Rain. It was almost a winnable situation if only they used that Rolling Thunder a bit preemptively, because that Rolling Thunder from the side of Hike just caught them off guard. Those angles are not the angles you want to hold, especially if you're going to be concussed and knocked up like that. And with this 10-2 commanding lead, starting off on the defense, Hike, they won the defense in an attacker-sided map, and so what more when now there are the attacking side, Dash? What more?
Yeah, I mean, on the defense, the aggression came out, and now on the attacker side, as you said, oh man, this is I don't wanna predict anything, because this might be hard to. I'm shivering if I am Rain right now, because Hike just play super aggressively. They're gonna push you onto A side, and you know that the Killjoy Eugene is all on B side, so there's no setups that could slow them down. They do have the flashes and the smokes, but it's not enough to slow down, especially Neon on the hands of Lyle.
I mean, with a speed like that, you can even outrun the fault line with that high gear that you have. And this Neon, very much crucial in the defensive half. Let's see how they can pan out Lilo in this attacking half of theirs. Fault line will come in. Stars from King Sogi will be popped, but it's going to be Lilo. Oh, he didn't really feel that! But it's going to be cleared by Zar. That's going to be the plant coming in. The spike is going to be planted. A 4v5 retake. Lilo still healthy, playing in the smoke. Bit of time right here.
Yeah, oh no, gets the headshot onto CZ, but now it's a 3v4, still doable for them. Just need to take it down, and now losing another member is just bad for them. So now they're following through, the flying comes out, the headshot comes in, and the last one standing. They still have Crier, then he has the guiding light. So if he wants to get the win on here, he needs to surprise. But if this members, would they peek or would they not? They do hear the taps coming out. They're getting baited by Crier. Guiding lights are gonna come in, and he's just gonna bait that out for sure. Here comes the guiding light. He's just getting taken down. One more shot onto Headhunter, and he's gonna get taken down. He gets one shot, 1 HP literally, and now he falls in the end.
Quite the 2v1 situation for the side of Hike. They had time to play with, they had the members to play with, and the HP to play with, and they played that so perfectly. 11-2. And this commanding lead from the side of Hike is not gonna go away anytime soon. They are in the prime position to take this to match point. That C side take was very proficient. Lilo not checking his corners quite more than I like, but thankfully the team plays as a team and lets their duels get underway. They're the ones that needs to clear the angle once he gets the space, and he's just gonna cause mayhem in the back line, especially with how fast he is.
Yeah. Now the side Lilo gonna go to the A side. We all do know that they still have some flashes to use for themselves. They know that the side is clear. The pocket has been cleared out. They got the kill onto one, and they're following through with one more. The Shorty would be able to hit onto Lilo. They do have another shot coming out, but no, it's not gonna get any kills. Hike. That's following through. Now that's gonna be a 3v2, a bit workable for the side of Brain. But now they're gonna be seen. Oh no, onto the smoke, but no, Eugene wasn't able to clear anything out on their side with Hike. Oh, they're still quite healthy. In our case, is waiting for the push come through. Does have 3 headhunter shots left onto his barrel. And King Solgi, you know, he has a frenzy. He's waiting for the push to happen, but no, Hike is not gonna give you that pleasure. He's post plant. Look at this, L.
This is very, very hard for King Solgi. He knows that match point is on the line. But what can he do? Honestly, he's just playing around with the rendezvous right now. And with this shot coming in, even gets the headshot on top of it. And just cleans up the round for this Hike Digital team.
Match point.
And match point as you hear it right now. By round as it may be for the side of Rain. It's a long uphill battle. It's a literal hike, Dash, if they want to go up this mountain that Hike has gotten in terms of a lead. Still workable, but with the force buy that's coming in from Lilo and in our case Vandals on their hands, they want to end this right now.
Yeah, even going for the full armors on both sides. So it would be quite hard for Rain, but with the way they play right here, the flashes are gonna come out, the timing is just right. And Kuni might have fall down right there. They do have the flashes on their side if they want to go through with this. The volleys, all the utilities have been taken down. Lilo gets one! Oh no! Now this is gonna be their last stand. They're waiting for the chance to get into the side. They do have it, and they have the smokes at the garage, so this is where they're gonna push.
push is going to be deterred just for a moment. Eugene is the sentinel, and with this Killjoy holding the ground, tag to 30 health, still goes for the peak, and Smash Cars God will clean it up. Only one left on the C side. King Silky needs to hold the fort down, but Inner Case just says no. Kuni goes down. Here comes the rest of the crew, and it's only going to be over from this point. Czar cleans it all up in a perfect masterclass with a Neon as a duelist on Haven. We're seeing pots and pans strategies here come out on Updraft Dash, and quite honestly, I like it.
Yeah. And that is a brutal match right there, El. You can see even the scores. It is quite brutal for that Hike did this to Rain. But still, it was such a great match to see. That Hike is just following through with how strong they are, and they're just showing us how good they are as players right here on the KJC Esports Updraft. And what can you say more about this game, El?
I mean, it's just an example of how versatile. Again, I go back to the word because it's just the perfect description. How versatile a team can be when they know how to play the map. They know how to use this Neon. It shows because Hike has set plays, even on the attacking side, albeit being very short, but still, with that short amount of time on the attacking side, they were able to show us how they want to play this Neon, how they want to go into the site, and it seems like Hike has all the answers to whatever problems they may face. Rain just caught a bit of guard, I think. They were not expecting a Neon to be picked in a map like Haven. And maybe it's just preparation, maybe it's just the set place, maybe it's just the aim. But still, it's a very good match, and Hike just showed us a seminar on how to play Neon on Haven.
Maybe this is them setting themselves up for the bigger stage, not giving much of their info, playing the Neon just because they're that confident that they're gonna be winning this quarterfinals. Then they're gonna use the same default lineups onto the semifinals and even onto the grand finals. They're just not just showing their cards; they're just showing a bit of it, and not the cards that you're expecting before they show you a full house after. So yeah, that was a great match, especially for the side of Hike. Thank you very much for Rain to be going for this. But before we go on to match 4, we're going to be having 2 more. This is the last team that we're going to have. So we're just going to be taking a short break, everyone. We have been your casters for today. I'm Dash, and I was here with El. See you guys in just a bit. And welcome back, everybody, to Updraft, brought to you by KJC eSports. $100 winner takes all prize. We're gonna be your caster for today, M Dash, and I'm here with L. And this is such an interesting matchup. We're down back to Ascent here, L. That was 5-net right now from Thailand, and also Nightmare Phoenix from Vietnam. This is 1-1 matchup that we're
Mm-hmm.
all looking forward to.
Yeah, we've gone full circle. We started the night with Ascent. We went to Haven for a bit, seen some one-sided victories pretty much, but we're going to be seeing Ascent for this last game. And versatility is the word for the night because we have seen a lot, and by a lot of compositions. We've seen the Neon on Haven, something very much unpredictable if you're going to run that default setup. And it worked very fantastically. 13-2 victory for that last game, but we're gonna go back to Ascent, wherein things will go a bit more strategized, a bit more set in terms of play. And I think 5-net and Nightmare Phoenix can deliver here, Dash.
Yeah, and they're racing against Slime here. And this is what's great about this day, especially that we're not seeing the same lineup for 4 games straight. At least now we're seeing, yeah, as you said, there's versatility, there's difference, there diversity on the lineups that we have been seeing. And I love that we're seeing right there. We're just seeing that these teams right now, they're very adaptive on whatever works on the right situations, especially even if it's a best of one, they're taking the risks to go for it. But now on the best of chi, whoever comes out to the semifinals, that is where everything changes. Now, everything is just risky. Everyone is just risking because right now, they need to. They need to take the risk just because they want to get to the best of one.
I mean, if these best of ones were checkers, the best of threes upcoming on the semifinals will be the chess matches that we need to look at it. And going back, Dash, we're gonna see differences as well. In this final game, nothing is very much set in stone. Yes, we started the night with a mirror matchup, but we're going to see a lot of differences coming in for the Sentinels. 5-net will go favor that Cypher instead of Killjoy on the other side, as well as on the controllers. XBK with that Astra and up against a Brimstone on the side of 5-net. It's going to be what do you call this, stylistic in the way they want to approach this because they have differed in the way their players, their support players, their back end players are gonna play Cypher. More of the player that will lurk, more of a player that can leave the site open with his traps, just guarding it, and he can come back to it when it has been tripped. Killjoy on the other side is not someone you can leave alone because once she goes out of range of her utility, it's not going to be usable and it's just going to be a waste. You need to have her in this confined space. The only two differences, it's going to be the Sentinels and the controllers. The rest very much the same and still very very good lineups for both teams.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared on what this entails for the team here. What they need to do is try something different, especially like what you said right now with the lineups that they have. They do have the Astra again in this game. We haven't seen a lot of Astras during the past weeks, but now we've seen like 3 Astras during the whole games right now for this day. And so far, they have been on the losing end. Right now, it might change.
I mean, if Nightmare Phoenix can actually get the win here, 3 times the charm, maybe. I think Dash, but so far this pistol round is going to be very, very slow. Amur Tiger though has already lurked up here on top mid and just waiting for something to happen. So far, nothing is gonna happen on the mid side of the map. The rotations for the defenders are very, very hard to deal. The drone's gonna come out though to clear out 3, and this might be the site they want to hit.
Okay, yeah, again, another tailwind fail because of an all drone that was hit. And this is just unfortunate for Bortarga. He can't get into sight as easily as he thought he would be. And now Northside Boy was left alone, right click on his head. Got the kill. And now they're following through on the side. At least now they have the space that they need.
Beacon down.
Yeah, that's the space that they can get into the site. That's going to be the null. The 0 point as well. You're gonna get the spike planted, and Leader just has a lot of things to deal with in front of him. He will go down.
Spike
Spike
planted.
will be delayed for a bit, but right now it's going to be planted. A 3v3 situation as Thanatos will get that other solo on the team. There's shots going in summertime. It's not the time you want to look at. It's going to be a 1v3. Thanatos very much alone and will go down. First pistol round goes to the side of Nightmare Phoenix.
Thanatos just got snapped right there. Oh no, that's Thanos.
No,
but
yeah.
Thanatos still, he just died right there at the
Yeah.
end. Still, this was just good showing for Phoenix that they would be able to retake the site. But 5net, they just got into the site right there. And also because of that tailwind that was failed, that's the reason why he wasn't able to get to the place that he wants to. It was delayed by Northside Boy.
We've gone full circle indeed. We had tailwind fail in the first game.
Yeah.
And off this first round, we're gonna have one more. I mean, what else could happen, Dash? What else could happen? Eco is gonna come in for
Here.
5net. A couple of shares will be bought for only 2 players, maybe the crack shots in this team. They're gonna be meeting one player. They have managed to get Northside Boy in this shitty angle, but they will clear it. It seems like it's going to be shot by leader. Ready and prepared, Northside Boy goes down. That's one more kill, Jack gets it. And there's the rest of the kills going in. Sheriffs are paying in terms of kills right now.
Yeah, there's a new sheriff in town, and it's a more Tiger getting 2 shots in the head. And now, if they want to follow through with just this, just need to get into the site onto B. Rotations haven't been called just yet for the members of Phoenix because they don't know if that's just a more Tiger left alone onto the site. But Aljon just says nada. They are on B side and they might push here. But at least they're trying to play it safe. 16 Chops does have the tailwind and does have full armor if ever they go through.
Yeah, they have the mad advantage here, 5net, but still very, very careful as they are only able to get only 2 Spectres up against 3 guns off the side of Nightmare Phoenix. They're playing the time here, and I quite like how the setup is going for the side of 5net. Once they get the nerves for the side of Nightmare Phoenix, they can actually make this work. And look at this, Underdog has
30
already looked
seconds
up
left.
onto spawn, but he's looking at the wrong direction. XBK makes him pay for that, and the rest will come through. XBK with one more onto a more Tiger. Only 20 seconds left in the clock. The spike hasn't even made its way inside of the site. And it's going to be another knife thrown in, but no avail. Time's gonna go
10
run out.
seconds left.
Running out of
enemy
time
remaining.
and Nightmare
Oh, they can?
Phoenix still able to get and 5net. Oh, they're playing it safe, but still gets the kill in the end. What a great round for them again.
Yeah, good damage though made by the side of 5net. We weren't expecting those 1-taps coming in from the Sheriffs, and they paid off quite well. This bonus round is going to be a bit easier considering that Nightmare
enough
Phoenix,
time to
they
go
don't
into
have
the Astral
enough
Fall?
utility and enough money to actually buy up some of the lost Spectres on that round. They're gonna save on this bonus. Let's just hope that they can convert on these lesser guns. But 5net, with the way that they have been playing these early rounds, I think that they are a hot and cold team. Off of that small information, they want to go fast. But once they go fast, they think they're going to be answered. And the answer is this. That's the wrong time to overthrow, but thankfully Amor Tiger gets that kill. One more swing by Peacekeeper, and Amor Tiger gets a double kill. The rest will just falter here on the defense.
Yeah, they're just losing their ground here onto the site, and I hope that 5net gets this win right now. They really need a W right now, especially on this 4th round. Members right now, Nightmare Phoenix, Jack gets one. Should they follow through with more? Oh, they don't have the jet anymore, so it might be hard to go onto A side.
Yeah, but still, we have smokes here coming in. Underdog still has those sky smokes. That's going to be switch triggered, closing the door here onto trees. Summertime just needs to go for the plant, and he's just waiting for the proper clearance of the site. Here we go. Spike's gonna be initiated. Rotations will be made properly, and I want to look at the map. Jack is making his long way around, but thankfully, Leader is there on the flank side covering it. These guns are almost equal. Save that of XBK Spectre, but still, it's workable and they can still make the retake happen.
Yeah, they have the alarm
Last
bots. They
player
need to get the
standing.
taps. The 2 taps in the head. 5net just gets them. The last one standing on the side of Nightmare Phoenix does have the gun, but it's just gonna be real hard for him to do though. They need to run away now. The time is ticking. If they get it, the 2 headshots right there onto the head. XBK pulls down. That's the round again to their side.
Yeah, that's the bonus round coming off cleanly, only losing 2 bodies. But thankfully, Amor Tiger will have that Bladestorm to work with. Underdog, not really a frontline agent if you would think of it. The Brimstone needs to stay alive for the smokes to actually come through. And with 2 ultimate orbs away from that ultimate the orbital strike. They want to keep him alive and they want to make him stay in the game a bit longer for this round so that they can capitalize on this round number 4, wherein things go swinging quite the other direction if we see it in the past games.
Yeah. Going forward. Slowly but surely. Now, they're gonna go for the defaults. They don't have any guns just yet on the side of Nightmare Phoenix. They do have 60 chops. Oh, the headshot onto 5net. Now that follows through. That is gonna fasten it up for themselves. Some more Tiger goes in. The flash comes out. Oh no, he was able to pass through. Peacekeeper's just gonna take him down. Oh no, that didn't work in his favor. They do have the 0 point. Now they know the team members are here already onto the side. Rotations came out. Tornadoes. They have the chance to go for a big flank right here.
Yeah, this flank is everything for the side of 5net. A lot of utility will be made, and Summertime did not really need to go for that aggressive push. They have the Molly, they have Thanatos right now. He's only going to make sure that he's gonna get one. There's going to be the Astra making sure that he can stay alive, and SBK gets the shot. Underdog doing everything right now, and it's still going to be 5net. That flank was a bit underwhelming, but still, the front side members of 5net get the round win and get us a tie game.
5net getting into their groove. They're getting their place up to this game, especially when they get into the side. They have been taking all the shots so far. They're not afraid to take it. They love the fact that they're a very fast team. And even though they have they have triple info set up on their side, so it would be easier for them to get the info that they need before they get into the site. And what the Brimstone just helps with is that the smokes from Brimstone really does help, especially for the infos that they get. After they get the info, the Steam Beacon is just there to help them fasten it up their face.
Yeah, and once that information has been taken, Brimstone, on top of getting that smokes in place, has actually other utilities to play with, has the Molly, has that orbital strike that he can work off a Sova drone or a Sova tag in concern and just get that kill easily. Right now the Eco will come in for the side of Nightmare Phoenix, and once Peacekeeper goes swinging, he will go down. Smokes are well and true in place. They have a Cosmic Divide to work with, but in this Eco it's mostly unlikely to be used. Spike is gonna go down, and we're just waiting if this retake scenario happens for the side of Nightmare Phoenix, or will 5net not give them any chance at all.
Scanning ahead.
Yeah, the smokes just yet on to, oh no, 16 chops got one. They can follow through with more. They got the shock dart, one more hit onto chops, and he would fall down. Oh, pretty effective in getting the vision though, but the shock darts is just gonna hit them a lot. A lot of them low HP 2v2, still possible for them. They just need to get the headshots. But no, SBK again on the same situation like a while ago, but he got the headshot. He might get more. Oh no, that was too close for comfort for the side of 5net.
Too close, but not quite enough there. Nightmare Phoenix, they have an idea, and once they get this idea undergo, these rounds are gonna get closer and closer. Yes, that was an eco, but still, look at how they managed to get that eco in play dash. Only one member alive for 5net, and it's leader, the Cypher for this team that's doing all the heavy lifting right now. Yes, they have a triple information setup, and the information that the Cypher is able to give is very, very important, especially after that first pick off with this ultimate. If they can get this Cypher in the proper position, like those shock darts hitting on them, that's a lot of damage.
That's just so much damage, as you said. And the shock darts it has been hitting, especially from the hands of Thanatos, has been pretty effective on slowing them down, especially on the defense. Whenever they try to push through, the Mollies also stops them from helping out the side. Now he's left alone. Both has one person. Jack gets one, and no Tiger is now gonna fall down. The shock darts are hitting, and no, Phoenix is just making it work for themselves. They got all the kills that they need, and they got this onto an equalizer.
Wow, just fed through the speedway and straight to the monster's mouth they go. 5net looking a bit lost in that execute. I wonder where they made a mistake causing them to falter in that execute, but still, they're gonna take that Nightmare Phoenix, and they're gonna take that comfortably, not losing quite a lot of bodies on that round, saving up the economy. And for the first time, maybe after that first Ascent game dash, we're seeing a competitive game wherein no one's really ahead. It's just a matter of checking each other's moves.
Yeah, just checking each other. So far, the shock darts have been proving quite effective from Jack and Thanatos. Whenever they try to push the side, now they slow it down because they're gonna be forced on an eco. This is a mistake that they did a while ago. Now be quite hard for them to come back from this. Because so far, nobody has taken up the momentum. Nobody's being aggressive. Both of them are just feeling up on each other. We'll see what's gonna happen. 30 seconds is probably the time bomb that we're waiting for before somebody becomes impatient.
Indeed. And I like the way the initiators are all going to be spread out on the sidelines of the map. Sova on B and that KO on A for the side of Nightmare Phoenix. They know how to play the information correctly, but they're leaving one spot open mid. Thankfully, Killjoy is going to be locking that down with an alarm bot, and Leader can only lurk so far. They are going to be waiting for that shot to come in. Amur Tiger dash on away in style. That's going to be the first pick that they need.
Yeah, that just gave them the space that they need, especially that Northside Boy is the one to fall down. Now that opens up mid for themselves, and now they're gonna come through. Chops is able to get one, but they got the info that somebody's holding on to Wine. They can go to any side that they want. They have 20 seconds on the clock. No, but it's a good thing they were able to cancel him down with the gravity well. Now he doesn't have the spike on his hands. They do have the flank. They might be able to get the surprise. Peacekeeper doesn't know, but oh, the shot's gonna come out. Leader gets one.
10 seconds
They're
left.
gonna get the guns. So they can just save this up. This would be safe enough to say that they can save them up, and it's okay that they lose this round.
Yeah, it's pretty much okay considering that they can get somewhat of a
One enemy
salvage
remaining.
in terms of the guns, but not quite to my taste in how they lose this round. They were waiting for that timer on the clock to just go off for that execute, but unfortunately, that even with the first pick, that Amur Tiger managed to get the timing of these executes, especially on the A side, was just not there for 5net. They lose this round and they give the lead back over on the Nightmare Phoenix, but with this equal gun round, they want to make sure that they can convert it back and make sure that they are still in well at the tie position.
Yeah, they're gonna come back from it. I hope would be a follow through for them on the side of 5net. Now they had the guns that they need a while ago. It was just an eco, but with Chops holding on to the operator, being very confident on this mid side of the map, whoever peeks this might get punished.
Yeah. Slowly but surely, 5net knows now how they want to play this game. They managed to find Amur Tiger a kill off of that last round, playing the same scenario. And with this kind of setup, getting that drone in play, getting the smokes as well, there's an answer by Jack. But thankfully, the null command cancels it out. This is the power of the KO for the attacker side, just able to cancel out every single piece of utility, trying to prevent you from getting into sight. But they have to worry about this lockdown. Thankfully, there's going to be that Hunter's Fury for the side of Thanatos ready and waiting for this retake.
For the retake, it would not be easy because might be easy. They have the null command. Cosmic Divide on their side. The Amur Tiger gets a one kill, but now it might be hard because there's a lot of ultimates coming out there. Tooling up the side. They have the last one standing. Underdog is gonna fall, and that was just so much. I love the way that they used their ultimates there.
Yeah, the cancellation of that Hunter's Fury, or basically the denial of that Hunter's Fury by Peacekeeper by popping the null command, is just absolutely perfect in timing with Northside Boys lockdown. They know that they have a counter, but they have a counter to the counter. It's just mind games and it's just card reading right at this moment, because so far Nightmare Phoenix, they might have had a faulty mid early rounds, but so far they have bounced back from the 3 straight rounds that 5net managed to get. Well, bouncing back with 3 rounds of their own and forcing another weird buy, pots and pans basically for 5net.
Yeah. Now it's the last one of things. Got the win again on the side of the Nightmare Phoenix, but they want to follow through with this wins. They need to make sure that Chops gets the one that they need. Oh, he's getting shot from the wall. But now, he gets the takedown. And wow, what a great shot again. Now give them the advantage for the 4v5 here.
4v5 it is, Dash. And it seems like it's not gonna go well even with Amanda's advantage. It's just gonna get harder and harder from here by 5net. They want to go to the A site, but the problem is, how do you get rid of Peacekeeper? He only has 3 HP, but still with the utility that he can bring out, it's really, really hard to get trees clear. And the rotations are going to be made properly by Chops on Heaven as the operator. And while this is going to be the knife committed by the side of Peacekeeper, they have the kills coming in. They're going to be denying the site, but just Summertime running and gunning down the operator. They're going to get the site, they're going to get the plant, and they were just waiting for the retake to happen.
Yeah, got the operator.
30
We're
seconds
down
left.
on 16 Chops, so
Spike
he's not
planted.
on the plays anymore. We're gonna go for the push right there. Beacon Bolt comes out to get the info, gets shot in the back. The wall shots are gonna come out, and wow, what a great way for them to end it with 2 shock darts coming out. That was good bow skills right now. Peacekeeper alone with nothing on his hands except for himself, and that's, again, 5net losing. This is just a back and forth right here, El.
It's a back and forth and not quite in the way that we expected. With that first pick off by Nightmare Phoenix, I thought it was 5net going to be losing that round, but no. They pulled something out of the cat's bag and they get the site. Once they got the site, they know how to play the post plant, and they just managed to get the pot shots off with that recon bolt, tagging down some members and the shocker to just finish them off. 2 kills for Thanatos. I like how he uses his utility, and I like how he manages to bring his team back in the game, even if he is bottom fragging right now. Round number 10 seems like the same idea, but with enough utility and money for the side of Nightmare Phoenix, they can still go at it back again.
Yeah, goes into the side now. They follow through right there, slowing them down with the mollies coming out. Now the flash is gonna come out, and they are not gonna see anyone. The recon bolt just helps them out, and Nightmare Phoenix is just slowing them down. SBK, he does have the sight on his hands, but nope, he's low in HP. That's why it was easy enough for them to get the kill there. Jack has been hit by the shock darts, and he's not happy with this 11 HP.
Very much not happy, Dash, especially if it's going to be followed up by another shock dart from Thanatos. We know how kind of a menace this guy is with those shock darts, and not to mention this orbital strike. They're gonna be tuna canning in this position on Heaven, but thankfully Shops and Northside Boy managed to clutch it. Northside Boy with a double kill, a headshot to finish off the round. And the answers have been answered with more answers here. They're just going back and forth, Dash.
That was it, the solution to the problem of Nightmare Phoenix. They knew that even though that they fasten it up, they don't need to clear it out. When they go for the retake, they just need to force out the members right there to go for trades. They were able to get the trades though, and getting that man advantage was super important, especially on the defense. Right now, they're getting all these kills, but we can still see there's still chance for 5net to turn this thing around, but it's not right now. Maybe on the next round, because they're gonna go for an eco.
Yeah, these last 2 rounds are crucial in dictating and how the next half will go. 5net, they are on the back foot, but it doesn't seem like it because of how competitive these rounds are that we have in Dash. And that's going to be... What Shops? Wow, what was that shot? And Northside Boy to follow it up. These shots are crazy from Nightmare Phoenix, and wow, they managed to get out alive. They are still healthy, and this eco plan for the Blade Storm did just not work out for 5net. I wonder how can they recuperate from this.
Yeah, I thought that they just need 1 round, or at least maybe take some space for themselves, or maybe get just at least 1 kill. Northside Boy has been hit through the wall. He does know that there's still someone in mid. This could get peeked down by Chops if ever he wants to. Flash Drive could come out from Summertime anytime right now, but if they want to get this, he needs to be smart on how he pushes this though. Let's get the vision. Oh, what a good way to get that. He's gonna get taken down. What? How did that shot hit? Chops was just able to get the quick scope right now. Oh no, this might fall down. Everything is just getting toppled by 5net. Now they take the B site. It's now open for the taking.
Very much open, but they are
30
only 2
seconds
players.
left.
They still have to worry about 3 members for the side of Nightmare Phoenix. And it seems like they're gonna be biding their time. They know that they have the resources to go for this retake, but it's going to be Thanatos, the one we need to look at. He has picked up himself a Phantom, and if only Underdog could have gotten something better along the way into the site, this could have been possible. But still has that Sky Smoke in place and will actually use it a bit later. He's ready on his Omnifix, and that's going to be the Blade Storm pop by Chops, finding a lot of good shots, and that's going to be 1 more. They're just trying to play with the food while they go on the entry. That's the first kill. The second will follow, and Thanatos is just going at it. 4K for Thanatos is just what they need. It's an eco, Dash, and it's an
Last
eco that
round
they
before the
will
switch.
get.
Yeah, Eco gets the win. Now they have 3 ultimates on their hands that they can use if ever they want to win this round. They can cancel out Northside Boy later on, especially that right now, it might be the time for the lockdown to get used for the side of Nightmare Phoenix. But 5net does have a lot of ways to counter it, so it might be quite hard for the side of Nightmare Phoenix to be winning this, but they do have 2 of the biggest ultimates in the game. So if ever they could use this to wrap it up on the retake, that might be the reason to win.
Could be the reason to win right now, but come to think of it, if you look at their economy, they're buying pots and pans right now. Only Bucky for both XBK and Shops. The players that we need to look at, especially for this Nightmare Phoenix team, they have been doing most of the hard work. With credits to the rest of the crew, Northside Boy, Jack, and Peacekeeper. But still, it's not really what we need to see here. If XBK is going to be picked off early in the round, it seems like Nightmare Phoenix, they just go in shambles from then on. That's like a domino effect wherein they don't have their controller, they don't have anything to carry them in terms of the aim and in terms of the map control. They're gonna falter down. Chops, however, is managing to find these shots that he needs, and he's going to be that second frag that we need right now, but we need more from this Jet. 5net, they have been winning these ecos earlier on, and after that last eco, it seems like even though they are in the round disadvantage, they have the momentum dash.
Yeah, get this momentum in order for them to go for fights here, but so far, it's been quite a back and forth, and we are not sure on who's gonna win this. If they get this onto an equalizer, it's like we're back onto the first half again, because they didn't get the advantage of the second one. So that's just how it is for both of these teams. They're really equal on their power levels. We can't see for sure who does have the advantage, but now with 3 ultimates, that's a big one for me.
It is a big one, and they are looking to use it here on the B side. Drone will be popped as well as the null command, and that's going to speak that this is going to be a B hit. They have already made use of first ultimate. Amor Tiger goes down to Jack, holding down the fort very, very strongly. Cosmic Divide will come in. You cannot really counter that, but there comes the neural theft from Leader, only managing to find out the positions. Plant will come in, and the rest of the crew from the side of Nightmare Phoenix needs to find their kills.
Yeah, they're passing it off. They're trying to get into the site themselves, though. They do have some ultimates for themselves. They got the kill already. Now they're all on site. More of them are in position to get this. They have the Hunter Spirit to get onto the backside, but they're not going for it. Leader gets one, and now they lost that. This is gonna go for them. They need to just go out of their way and find that gonna be able to get this one in the end, getting us onto an equalizer.
This has been, so far,
Switching sides.
the closest game that we had tonight, Dash. I mean, if I could say so myself, the past 3 games, there have been a story wherein one team just commands the other team into doing whatever they want. But this time around, these guys are clashing fists. They want to get the lead, and in the end of the first half, no one gets the lead. That's how close it is. We're going to have to see how these stylistics change in the swap of the sides, because so far, whatever is working for one side is also working on the other. And here, we need to see someone falter, because we're not going to have a winner if this continues on the tie.
Yeah, and following it up, so I hope that this could be good for themselves, though, especially for the side of 5net. They're now on the defense. This is a bit of a change of pace, but Nightmare Phoenix hasn't been showing their teeth too, because they have been playing it super slow. These teams with the same capabilities, they're like both turtles, that they are all on the defense and they're both slow, but with that headshot onto Chops, that just gives them an advantage. They know that Amor Tiger won't be able to heal himself back up, so they can be a bit more confident, but no, never mind. Northside Boy just got taken down by Amor.
How did they find that shot with 15 HP? A question we will not have an answer to, but right now, the answer to the attacking side of Nightmare Phoenix is going to the A site. The spike, however, is questionably far. Still in the attacker spawn, they will get it though. Next BK, still managing to get the spike all the way rotated. They are ready for this 8 take dash, and they're just waiting for it to happen.
Yeah, might follow through with more. They go onto the side though. Look at that. The flash came out, and oh wow, that's good. Amor Tiger just gets taken down, and Chops also. This is gonna be good. There's not a lot of dashes coming out. Summertime with kills per kills on both sides. Just need to make sure
left.
they have the info already. Jack is on a disadvantage here. It's a 1v2 and he doesn't have a lot of HP too. And yes, he falls down.
He falls down indeed, and 5net continuing their streak. From their attacking half into the defensive half, they found the pistol round, and they will be able to extend this lead if they win this anti-eco. Buys are going to come in for the members. Amor Tiger, I think he's saving up for an operator, but with this martial buy, that's going to be hindering his plans for just a few rounds, especially. And on the side of Nightmare Phoenix though, I like the way they approach this map. I like how their attacking side consists on the pistol, going to the mid side, trying to attack through tree, and trying to attack with 2 players on the main. But so far it didn't work out. The hold was just too strong for the side of 5net, and they win out on that pistol.
Yeah, go forward with it. But 5net does just... Oh, he slowed it down. That's just good. But they got some damage for themselves though. But with Nightmare Phoenix losing the round a while ago, this might be good for 5net. But now, going forward for it, might be great for themselves. But, ooh, 5net is just playing it safely. They're just playing it back.
Yeah, they're just playing it back very, very surely. They don't want to commit any grave mistakes in this round. Yes,
Yeah.
it's an eco, but that's not true. It's not a trouble eco for the side of Nightmare Phoenix. They know that if this lead continues to go for 5net, especially with the momentum on their side, they're not going to be able to take it back. And here comes the entry with the classics in hand. They want to get the site. That's going to be the tags coming in, and Thanatos in the right position finds one, but the backstab from Chops is just too good. Picks up that Spectre, gets the spike planted, and the rest of the members of 5net, they're nowhere to be found. They're just going to rotate.
Yeah. It's hard to be that one person on site because Thanatos, at least he was able to get the 1 kill, but he was able to get 1 upgrade. But look at that though, that was a great lineup right there. 5net with the guns on their hands, especially the Spectres, they can still change this up for themselves and make sure that they can do. The flash drive comes out, the flash comes in, they can't see anything on the side. The birdhouse not clear. Jack was able to take
One
down
enemy
one.
remaining.
Now
North side.
Northside boy with a 1v1. Turrets comes out. They have the alarm, but still Amor Tiger is waiting for the timing. He does have the marshal. Amor Tiger falls down. That's the last hit. That was a lit round for the side right there of Nightmare Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about it earlier. This is an eco round, but the mindset of these players, this is not a throw round. We only have lesser utilities, we only have lesser options to work with, but we still need to work with it. And they follow through with their actions, they go for the B-side take. Thankfully enough, 5net gifted them the grace of having a man on an island in the name of Thanatos. I was wondering why the rotations weren't coming in early, especially in that kind of rush wherein you're gonna expect 5 classics going at you, but it just didn't pan out in the end for 5net. The 4-man retake is just not enough, and Northside Boy is the one clean enough, but right now, he's the first one to go down in the eco of 5net, and it seems like it's a topsy-turvy map, but Nightmare Phoenix, they're gonna go for more.
Yeah, Chops goes into the site. Nightmare Phoenix does get 3 kills for their hands though.
Summertime.
And Summertime does have a great positioning here. Headshot onto 1. He might be able to get 2 pieces.
down mid.
Oh no, he also falls. Now without the spike, they need to follow through with this 14 HP onto Summertime. They can go for a rotation. If they try to fasten this up, they need to... Oh, this is smart. Summertime slowing it down.
Oh no.
Goes in for it. He knows that the all drone has been pulled. Does
They're
get
not
this
moving.
down cues. And they're not seeing him just yet. But this would be good for Summertime. He was able to hear 1.
One enemy
Now
remaining.
Jack gets killed again still! What was that turnaround for 5net?
5net, round after round after round, even if they have been answered, they will return back at you with a slap. And that from Summertime was indeed a slap to the face. 14 HP, and the dream accomplished. He finds the wraparound, he finds the last 2 players from Nightmare Phoenix. Quite concerning, especially with how these rounds have panned out. Timeout will be called by the side of Nightmare Phoenix. They're feeling tense. I can feel it, Dash. They're tense in their comms. They don't know how to answer this kind of vibe being put out by 5net right now. And it seems like this chess match is going to be very, very risky. Much like a trade-off that's gonna happen. Let's see if this round goes to the side of Nightmare Phoenix though, but with the eco not in their favor, it's not looking good.
Whew. This is just... This is just so hard right now that we cannot see on who really does have the advantage. It has been quite a back and forth matchup. And so far, both of our teams, even though that they are on an eco, they can still pull out the big guns. The classic could be a big gun if you get the headshots though. So that's what Fabnet has been doing so far. And I hope that they would be able to follow through with this, especially that they have a more Tiger with the operator. It would be harder to get into the side, especially in the defense. So Nightmare Phoenix needs to think about this next round because they don't have any guns just yet.
Indeed. Quite a big investment though for the side of 5net.
Get out of my
That
way.
operator, if it goes out early in the rounds with no answers or with no return on investment, it's just going to be very hard. But Amor Tiger hears the jet dashing on, knows where to peek, sees the head, and is going to be ready but misses on the first shot. Chops is aware of this, throws a cloudburst out, and Northside Boy on the while finds something off of the right side of the map. That's the shot that connects onto Chops but does not quite find his life. The drone will be cancelled out with an ultimate. And 5net, they don't want to give up space on the A site. Chops will be cancelled by this tripwire, and this A site take is going to be prepared for the side of 5net. They know how to answer this, but the lockdown is there in play. No answer to this right now.
Yeah, they don't have anyone just yet. Underdog has been hurt in hell, and they do have the lockdown on themselves, though. Shocklar's gonna be able to hit onto Peacekeeper. A lot of the members from Phoenix are super low in HP. 5net does have the advantage, and they're gonna go for it. Molly could come out, though. They do have the mark, they do have the info. Generator has been pushed, and Underdog was able to get the kill. He does have a great positioning right now, and he might be able to get this win right here. He does have that. He does have the sky smoke, so it would be easier for them enough to be able to get this win. They're gonna go in, shot from 16 chops, but not enough for them to get it. Half on the defuse, and gets the win in the end.
And 5net finally breaking the streak of going back and forth into the tie. They're gonna be coming out clutch into a 2-round lead. And off of that round, that investment from Amor Tiger paid off, although not finding the shots with the operator, only finding it with the classic. The free gun, by the way, is making a lot of work in this game if you notice Dash. I mean, we've seen a lot of kills earlier from Summertime, from Amor Tiger, even from the boys over at Nightmare Phoenix when they won that eco round. It seems that this free gun is very valuable, but with these guns right now, it's not gonna matter if it's free, it's just going to matter if it can get them a return on investment.
Ooh. You get the info from the Beacon Vault onto mid lane. So they do get another, so that is just working in their favor. Really great that they got the info that there's a lot of people on mid lane. They're not just peeking just yet. Inside of 5net, look at that Amor Tiger. He does not no
Blocking sight.
onto the side mid. Has been pushed already. They're not gonna be able to get any kills just yet. A side could be their target here, but Summertime is waiting for them at the right place at the right time. Gets one kill, make that two, and he would be able to get more. He was able to run away without the skate on his hand. He was taken down, which was great. But now Peacekeeper is on site. He might be able to get more, but no, he was cancelled out. Underdog was able to get the kill there. Peacekeeper, oh no, he might be able to get the revive, but neither was here on the right side.
Nice hold coming in from the side of 5net right there. They don't really need Amor Tiger to pop off, they just need him to be this kind of a solid anchor for the mid side. Once he manages to get that owl drone out, it just went like everything got let loose from the side of Nightmare Phoenix. They were scrambling to get that kill onto Amor Tiger, not knowing that there's someone on top mid, Summertime, ready for the swing, and he gets a lot off of it. Gets cancelled by that null command from Peacekeeper, but it doesn't really matter once they got the kill. So once they got the man advantage, they're going to capitalize on it. And XBK, man on an island, and that last round goes down as well. Coming into round number 18, they're going to use this Cosmic Divide, countered by the Somali. They have this Orbital Strike as well, but with that knife from the KO, they can't really much follow up. Nice Cosmic Divide though, still getting ready. They know how to counter this, and Summertime will find one. Flash will come through. Net is just doing this defense wonderfully. They're gonna be finding everything, and they just managed to get pulled. Summertime with the 3K. It is really, really hot, and Summertime says it so.
Wow. That was the fortress being built there by 5net. They were having the catapults. They do have the cannons at the ready. Before they went into the site, that was not expected. The Cosmic Divide did nothing, and they were still able to defend the site that they needed to go for. even though the molly wasn't at the right place, it was enough for them to be afraid that the molly could come out if they didn't know that it was misplaced. That was enough. Nightmare Phoenix need to find ways for them to get the win here. They lost a big ultimate during that past round, so they need to do something different. Mid has been pushed. They have the smoke onto mid also. So they can push onto mid without any answer whatsoever from the members of 5net. But if this happens to be a retake, it would still be possible for them to get the win here.
Very much possible looking at the ultimates coming right now for the side of 5net. You have that orbital strike being used to clear out this space on bottom.
No!
Two! They indeed are deep fried, but it's going to be Nightmare Phoenix answering back, getting this A site for free. They don't have anyone to work with here, but it's still going to be very hard as Amor Tiger. Here's the players. Has the spike holder in check, and with this flank, no one's guarding it. He's in the perfect position. However, Thanatos as well. If he's not cleared here, you're gonna go for the spike, and you don't do that to Thanatos. You don't do that to Amor Tiger. And Leader just to clean it up. Cleanup crew will come in, and match point already. The momentum was in the favor of 5net all along, and they just snowballed with the lead.
This just actually went in for 5net. They just found their time, they bidded it, and they just really slowed it down, which is really great. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to do that, but now with this big advantage onto their side, they can just follow through with more. 5net has nothing to lose. They are on match point. They can end this anytime that they want, but on the side of Nightmare Phoenix, they need excellence. They need perfection for them to turn this around.
Especially with this kind by pots and pans, as I like to call it, Dash. Spectres, Guardians here and there, and a few rifles to only work with. Thankfully, they have that lockdown and that Hunter's Fury to try and get something back in return. But the question is, can they use it? Can they use it in time before that null command from Summertime pops in? Slowly but surely, they will try to go into the A site once more. This preparation from the side of 5net, I like this one. They're holding the angles perfectly, and they're holding it in a way that they can get out. Not to say that for Underdog, because this is a one and done zone in Wine, but if Amor Tiger can get it, these kills, it's going to be GG basically. The drone though.
Amor Tiger is left alone by himself onto the side. They were able to see it with the Aljon. With the Recon Bolt, doesn't get the info. The Hunter's Fury is gonna come out. He is running away from the side, but Underdog is able to stop them down. They do have the Molly in order for them to stop this lockdown from coming out. There you go. There's the Molly. It's gonna hit them. No, he's gonna get detained. That was just unfortunate that they were able to block the Molly, but it was enough for them to just buy time for the team to rotate. Now, this might be good. Nightmare Phoenix going forward to Thanatos. Oh, goes in. Leader was just there waiting for the right timing, and Jack falls down. That was 5net, sealing the deal for them to get the win.
5net, you can feel it at the start of the game. It was a close first half. It was pound for pound, back to back at Sai at the end of it. But once the sides has switched, once they get themselves on the defending side, they got the momentum under control. They got the first few rounds off. But when they got the lead, they were not going to let go of it. Congratulations to 5net, the final team to advance to the semifinals for week 4 here, Dash.
Yeah, they're going to go forward right now with this advantage that they have. But it's a good thing. It's a great thing that we have seen all these teams from today. Right now, they have performed their best. This might be the longest game. This 4th game was the longest one. The first 3 games were just one team was just snowballing the other, but still they performed pretty well, especially that they joined the KJC Updraft. But before everyone, we go back not to a break. Before we say goodbye, we'd just like to thank our sponsors right here. Special thanks to our co-organizer Cyberport as well. This event would have been made possible without them. Cyberport is a creative digital community with a cluster of technology and digital content tenants. Also, the last one, if you're a free agent and you're looking for a platform to promote yourself, check out gg.kjcesports.com. That is it for our day 1 of the KJC Updraft. We have been your casters, everybody. I'm Dash and I was here with Del. See you tomorrow for the semifinals of our teams that actually went in for the KJC Updraft.